Hello, and my microphone is working. Check, tap. Do the tap. Yeah, that's the tap. Hey, everybody, how's it going? This is literally got home from a hockey game a couple hours ago and just had to get my crap together. Got that beautiful thumbnail together, Stream-ception. Anyways, so what we're going to talk about today is a little bit more Leaking Warrior, because that's not getting old yet, and I don't think it is anyways, so that's my personal view. If you guys are trying to talk to me, try to make sure you say my name, like, at me, because that obviously it jumps out with big bold letters for me, so I can spot it a lot. Christ Puncher, I see that right on the screen there, so obviously that popped through. But yeah. Now, the only thing is, somebody tried doing, whoever's been here for a couple minutes, try doing exclamation points and see if you get anything back here. I gotta see if Streamlabs is working, because we're entering a whole new era for Brainy Beaver Live, where I actually sat down and did something with myself for a couple hours and tried to figure out some Streamlabs, which I actually didn't bring up before I started this, because I'm a winner. So just give me a second to bring that up as well while we listen to this awesome playlist. I don't know if I mean that satirically or seriously. I'm kind of in the middle. But it's free, and that's what's important right now. The hell am I doing? Oh, log in. Stupid. I don't need this screen up. That's an Inception window. Gotta look up those thumbnails. What the fuck are points? I didn't actually look to see if it did anything, so let me get back to that, I guess. You're gonna find out, aren't we? Exclamation point. No, you gotta put, like, let's see, did anybody even do it? Exclamation point. Okay, here, I'll try it. I think I can do it too. I'm a watcher as well of the actual stream. We'll see if we get anything back from Streamlabs here, because I might have to turn it on, or, like, I've never actually used it. I did a test stream it the other day and it worked. So let's just let's see, Cloudbot. Here we go. Okay, we'll give it a minute. We're gonna. It did work the other day, so Let's see if I can just refresh this and if it picks up the stream here. See, that's so interesting. I don't know why. You know what I'll do is I'll turn it off, turn it back on. Because I know that, well, we'll let that run for a second in the background, because I know that it wasn't working at first when I did this with, when I did this earlier, testing it, and eventually it started working. So I don't know if it needs to maybe, like, just pick up the stream, or like, maybe if I turn them all off, and then I turn them all on again, maybe that'll work. Gamble, heist, chat alerts, loyalty. Loyalty system, disable, enable. Okay, well, Streamlabs 0, event payout, points per interval. Bear with me, people. This is a new era for Brainy Beaver. Loyalty settings saved. Loyalty. Okay, well, I might have to. We'll see if it ends up being. That's so weird, though. I don't know why. Here, let's just try. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't working. It's really unfortunate too, because it was points. Whatever. That's not what we're gonna make this stream about, anyways. So what we're gonna talk about, is I did a little bit of in-depth analysis on the Leaking Warrior situation. Obviously, I had left myself in a position of kind of neutrality. I was leaning towards maybe he's telling the truth, but I did have some questions. And one of the things was that his dog is in a stupid spot. If you don't want to step on your dog, and I get that he loves his dog. We all love our dogs, but get the fuck away from under my feet. I don't like. What happens when he I don't know. I mean, this is a lot of. He had it very clean under his desk area, so don't get me wrong. It's not like he didn't have the room. But I did think it was an awfully odd spot. Like, look at how close my dog is. My dog is right fucking here. Like, it just seemed weird to me. And so we're gonna talk about a little bit of that, and then we're gonna have to give Unirock a little bit of shit too, just for fun, because why not? We're here for that. Yeah, the points thing isn't working. I see people trying it. Not working in stream. Maybe we can, apparently I need to like log out, log back in. That's stupid. Broken alerts and widgets. Check and make sure you have the correct widget theme. Make sure you have Streamlabs OBS. No, you can eat balls on that one. That's not what the problem is. Okay, well, whatever. We're gonna deal with this another time. This is stupid. I really am upset that it doesn't work, because I had me and it was a Dick. Dick were in here. We were dicking around. No pun intended. Haha. And we had this working. So, anyways, we'll. Oh, you know what? Okay, this is the button I need to push. Let's see if this does it. Turn the CloudBot right off. I'm gonna refresh the page. And then we're going to reinitialize the CloudBot. And then I'm going to refresh the page again. We're going to see if that does anything. I heard switching to live chat fixes it. Switching to live chat? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by switching to live chat, Panarchy. Tell me what you think you mean there, if you want to elaborate. Other than that, I don't really care if it doesn't work at this point. We're just going to do regular stream points. I think it will start working at some point here, because it worked before. But anyways, I'm one of those people where when something isn't working properly. Oh, no, it's working. I'm seeing people. Quisa, Panarchy. Hey, here you go, people. Look at that. There we go. I got it. We're getting this. Piece by piece, we're going to build a show here. So please stick with me. I appreciate it. I know I'm boring as hell at times, but I appreciate you bearing with it. So yeah, so here, I'm going to start. We're going to give everybody in here is going to get Okay, you got to be active in the chat. If you're not active in the chat, it's not going to pick you up. So I'm going to give a little bit of time to go by. What's going to happen? It's going to start generating you guys some points. I see some pints being generated too. It depends on what day of the week it is for everybody. But I think it's a holiday tomorrow because it's Remembrance Day, a very important day. I, tomorrow morning, am going to be streaming the SpaceX Starlink launch. Now, I know that that's something that Casual Spaceman has been doing, and I personally talked to Casual Spaceman to make sure that he was not upset with me stomping on his dick about that one. So I wanted to make sure that he didn't think I was trying to step on his thing, and that what we're going to try to do is maybe connect up voice and maybe just do a little bit of banter, chit-chat, talk about the launch, just whatever comes to mind. And then when the actual launch countdown is starting to come, maybe we just detach from each other, go to our own streams, and then we're gonna do it from there, from like that. So that way we can both have our fun and not step on each other. I just really don't like. I don't want to seem like I'm railroading anybody. He's a smaller channel. Other people are growing rather fast. I'm not growing very fast right now, so that could change. But at the same time, I didn't want him to think that I was trying to step on his thing, because we all trying to generate our own little space here in the environment, and you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna hit refresh one more time. We're gonna see how many. Okay, so it's only picking up so many people in the chat here, so maybe I've just got to give it a little bit more time for that. We'll see what happens here. Monk Mayfair, you got hit points. Let's see. I don't even see you in the list. Oh, no, there you are. You're in the list. You're in the list. Okay, because what I'm going to do in a little while, guys, is I'm going to let it try to pick up a few guys in the chat stream. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all some points. And then what that's going to do is let you jump in on, like, heists and gamble and stuff like that. I know it does limit you, so you're not able to, like, gamble away too fast unless you spend it all at once and lose. Your odds of winning are better than your odds of losing. It's about 70-75%. I want to give you that hint. So feel free to have fun gambling. You do lose, though, so if you bet big, be ready to lose those points. And I think you generate a point a minute. That's what it feels like. So, and yet again, we're doing nothing. But there's 66 people in here, and I don't understand why, but we're going to move forward from that. Oh, okay, let me get to a couple of comments before we move forward from this, and then we're going to get into some analysis, because I have an entire screen here that is full of every drug that you would typically give to a dog, or actually anybody for that matter, because one of them's only approved for humans, although I found a dog derivative of it. So let's suffice to say there's a lot of drug companies, there's a lot of drugs out there. But if you go through the 5 main culprits, I've got some questions about how Leaking Warrior has said he administers his dog's drug regimen. So we're going to try to tear a little hole right in that, and see if we can have a little fun at the same time, right? I see people are starting to hit the exclamation mark points, and so just feel free to do that. You can check your points, and like I said, you'll generate, I think it's a point a minute. And after a little while, I'm just going to give everybody some points once it detects a few of you in here, because as of right now, the list is not very long. I wonder if I do it like this. I'm just going to try hitting refresh and see if it picks up more of you. See, that's so weird. There's got to be more than, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's more than 5 of you talking in the chat. Maybe you have to get involved and do like what people are doing right now, where they're actually exclamation mark points. Because like NA, it shows you as 1 point. Well, I mean, you've already been in here longer than that. So, I don't know. I mean, you're 0.08 hours it's showing. Anyways, we're talking about shit. So, I don't even remember what I was talking about there now. We were going to go over something, and I fucked it all up. So, welcome back to my life. But I know that we got those drugs. We're going to go over that. And just let me get my brain back on target here, because I'm a fool. Starlink. We're doing Starlink in the morning. I don't remember what I was doing. Comments. That's what it was. Jesus Christ. I've missed a million comments. Okay, so let's cover a couple comments. We're going to just read a few here. I see you thoughts by Jay Brown. NA, what the fuck are points? I agree. That was my experience earlier last night. I wanted to stream last night, but I dealt with points. What playlist? I just hear you. You guys can't hear that sound? Okay, because everybody does that. They say they can't hear that. Can anybody put it in the chat? Can you guys hear any music at all right now? I'm talking a lot though too, so it's hard to hear music if I'm talking. The idea is supposed to be that if I shut up, you can hear something. So can you hear anything? I can hear it. It's quite loud actually. But I have an independent control for that. I think the pledge bot should work, so that should pop up in a second. I think I see that going by there. Okay, so if you can hear that, let me know. Yes, yes. What music? Yes. Okay, some people can hear it, some people can't. I guess it depends on. I hear some music from the background. Age Desert Rat donated $2 through Super Chat. Thank you very much, sir. I don't see a message. If you had meant to leave a message, then make sure you just toss it in the comment thing there. Let's finish these comments here, and then let's move forward. And Mr. Andrat, hey all. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Quessa, nice to see you. That'll work. William Wilson, so if you don't use Streamlabs, the points are useless to me, right? You know what, honestly, Wilson, eventually I can get into doing things like donations with it if I get bigger and I'm able to start handing out free t-shirts. The idea is supposed to be that it's points, and you know, eventually, you know, you set a I can build a merch store even eventually. I can take some of the merch maybe from Teespring and port logos over, and I can build a merch store, and the idea would be, you know, I can give loyalty back to people. So I mean, you could essentially generate enough points that you know, that you could buy merch and stuff like that. Now, I won't lie, at that point, things like gambling and stuff with the merch, probably wouldn't be a 75% return at that point, because I mean, you'd be able to probably gamble your way up to 1 billion points and just get free merch and stuff. So I mean, things would change at that point, but right now, while we're just kind of experimenting, it's more of a just interaction system. It's actually kind of fun. You're sitting here watching the stream, and you know, it'll be like somebody will do a heist for 200 points, and you're like, oh, if I can get it on that heist, and if the heist goes well, you win. Like I did one with Dick last. It was just me and him, and one of my alter, you know, one of my bot accounts, if you will. And so there's 3 of us in there, and we entered the heist, and like, was it Brainy Beaver got left behind, and the 2 was a Dick, and my phone basically ran off with a cut, so I didn't get any. I got shafted. I lost 2,000 points. Of course, I was just donating myself points to keep us rolling, so we could. But that's the thing. So it's right now it's just a fun game, something we can play with, have a little fun, and just generate a little bit more interaction, and just have fun as a big family. Just having fun. I don't know how else to say that. Obviously, that's a repetitive word at that point. So, hey, Anna, what's the point? Another brainy tech show. No. We're not doing tech show today. Don't worry. We're moving forward. We're moving forward today. We got this, okay? Started as a tech show. I know you were very concerned for a minute there, but we got this, okay? I've been putting down the time late at night. I've been staying up. I've been red-eyeing it, and I think I'm starting to get a little bit more of a hang of this. Quisa, yes, this is going to be a stream about a different stream from Leaky. Exactly, Quisa. That's what we're talking about. Quessa? I don't know. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, hit me with something. Worst place for a bowl. Well, that's the other thing, too. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Adrat. Worst place for a bowl ever. Who puts a dog's bowl right? And, okay, your puppy dog's sick. I get it. But did you see the post today he put up on his channel? Put a big sad puppy dog post sitting on the couch. My doggy's gonna die in 18 months. Well, I mean, yes, that is sad. And like about a year ago, my dog ate something out of the garbage. It was like tripping sideways and stuff, and I had to take her to the vet. And honestly, I was very worried about her. And my dog's been a total pain in the ass, and I still love her. So the thing is, it's crazy. We love our animals. $5, John Rapp. My entertainment fee, astounding me now, please, awesome Beaver. Astound me now, please, awesome Beaver. And chat geniuses. Did I read that right? Maybe I fucked that up. But either way, you got the idea. Anyways, I took my dog in. I was like looking at her in the back. She was like falling over. I was like, come on, baby, just make it to the vet. We can do this. We can do this. Like, she's only 8 years old. But at the same time, if any dog had to be put down, it'd probably be that dog. But, you know, what do? You learn to love them. We raised her as a puppy, and so it's hard. Okay, so that's way back. I heard live chat fixes it. You have 0 points. Nope. We're going to move way forward. Hello, Peter Harrington. Good to see you, buddy. John Rapp, good day. The button you think Should work. Punch it 20, 30 times rapidly and firmly until frustration abates. Then push the correct button. Easy and satisfying. Yeah, what it was is there's a... I'd been turning the chat thing off. There's a main chat bot like button. And I guess the idea is you just kind of flip it off, flip it back on, and the chat bot obviously shuts off, turns back on, and then looks for a stream, because I guess before that it must be looking for the previous stream. I don't know. These are technical difficulties we're working out, but we got them. Aranamasa, Brainy Beaver, what's all this about dog meds in liquid form? Well, this is the key, okay? This is what we're getting to. So, a couple more comments. In fact, I am almost caught up here. There's the comment. Awesome Beaver, and chat geniuses. Now, please, Awesome Beaver. I'm terrible at reading things back. I'm sorry. Red eye is pink eye. Brandon, here, try washing your hands after you go to the bathroom. I did wash my hands. I didn't dry them. I rinsed them off. I used a little bit of soap, but it's a foamy kind, so it lathers quite nicely. It falls off the hands, and I shake them as I go. And my bathroom is truthfully right there. So, but you never know. Maybe I peed right here beside the camera. I can mute my mic, and you wouldn't know, because I've got dank mode, or whatever you call this. Ah, fail. There we go. The lens cap was on. I don't know why I put it on. It's set up in dank mode, but there you go. 68 fools watching. So just finish this comment right here. Come on, you're almost there, Brainy. I see at Brainy Beaver uses a garbage mic. Yeah, it's one of my next to-dos, but I'm also broke. Like broke. And no, that is not a plea for money, people. That I think we're all really broke. There's a few of us that aren't broke, but there's a lot of us that are broke. So I don't feel like I'm special in any way. I don't feel like I'm different than anybody. I think we're all, I think there's a lot of us that are living life like that. But I don't worry. I'm, like I said before, my house is in a bit of a different state as far as financially, and so that's covered. My cars are covered, and none of that's going to be leaving me. So really, it's just a matter of me trying to get my business I've started rolling forward. Pet meds are dosed by the pet weight. Well, yeah, and they're not given the way that he does. That's the only other thing we're going to talk about, is taking lessons from Sleeping Warrior. Okay, well, I have read my comments of dank mode. Sounds fun. No, that's what this is for. We've still seen this, right? I'm eating. Shut up. Anyways, so moving on to what we came to talk about, and we can get this. Some people heard the music, some people couldn't hear the music. If you couldn't hear the music, here's the beauty you've been missing. It's just free. That's all that matters. Something interesting, we're going to turn that shit down again. Something interesting that happened to me, though, before I get started, was that I pay for premium at this point. I use what little money I do have, and I pay for premium because we watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I, after watching the 50th ad in like a 20-minute span, I just got fed up one day, and I thought I can write it down as a business expense for Brainy Beaver, and for 10 or 20, 12 bucks? 10, 12 bucks. I'll forego a couple coffees if that's what it takes to not have to watch 1,000 hours of ads. But I was listening to a playlist that I have, which was full of very techno music, basically like mainstream, like Eminem and all kinds of stuff, but like technified, if you will. And all of a sudden I got Ariana Grande, like not techno Ariana Grande. I got Ariana Grande, and I was like, all right, I actually pay you for this, so why are you inserting songs into my playlist? That is ridiculous, and I think YouTube needs to cut that crap out right now. And if you've ever had that happen, has anybody had that happen where you're like, there's like, okay, is there anybody out there right now? I'm asking you guys in the chat world, is there anybody out there that has premium and that has had that happen where it is blatantly obvious you have advertised to me? I literally tweeted at them, not that it matters because I'm not Markiplier. I don't know if you guys saw that earlier, but basically I tweeted at them and said, I pay you for this and you're not supposed to be advertising me, so I don't really appreciate you inserting Ariana Grande. I want to say Christina Aguilera for some reason, but she's out. She's got big mom hips now and she's done. Gosh, she was hot when she was younger, wasn't she? That was fun. Good times. Good times. I mean, I think my main audience is about the same age as me, so you guys remember Christina Aguilera well. Genie in a bottle. Can't go do much more than that. They'll claim this stream. They'll be like, whoa. 76 people. Holy shit. That's amazing. I can't even believe it. I got here late and have no points. Oh, no, no. Everybody's going to be getting points. Just keep watching. I don't know what the chat bot thinks it's up to. Oh, there it is. It's seeing you people now. 3 pages of people. There. Okay, so get ready. We're going to give you some points, but if you gamble them all, they're gone. I can maybe give you some points later, too. Let's have some fun. But we do have to be, because like this, I'd have to find you individually to give you all individual points, so don't make it too hard for me. But there is this button I can do right here, and we're going to start everybody with a healthy 2,000 points. And just give it a couple minutes and start hitting that exclamation mark points and see how many points you got, and then go from there. We're going to get this right over my face. So move my face, and then we're gonna, because I gotta move over anyways, because I'm gonna put a video right there. $2 from Beach towards your mic fund. Thank you very much. I'm also doing, this isn't, again, not a begging. I'm also doing a computer fund, and I've been meaning to put a little bar up here, but you know, I've been working on different things, so obviously that's just one of the things I gotta work on. Because I do need a new core of a computer, although dropping the face rig pulled 25% off my CPU and opened the top up a little bit, so I might be able to resist that a little bit longer and maybe put the money into other stuff that can enhance the stream before I go ahead and do that. For everybody getting 0 points still, just give it a minute. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes, and they'll pop in there, so I know it works. But even me, if I hit refresh right now, I don't know if it shows me that you guys, like, it doesn't even show that you have 2,000 points. So I think even for me, it takes a little time to like filter down to you, I think. And then even, I'm not even getting any, it still shows like 1s and 4s and 5s and 8s and stuff. So, anyways, we've talked about bullshit enough. 74 people. I'm purging because I've been talking. But yes, I will use that towards a mic. Thank you very much, because I want to, at the very minimum, get a Yeti. But I guess at that point, if you're already paying that, maybe there's something that's only a few bucks more that could probably be a little bit more quality. As well as, I guess I just found out about using a low-end filter, which I haven't set up yet, but I'm looking at different software options, which are free, likely. So, but just to create a bottom end so that you can't hear like fans and things like that in the background, and you just, if my kids run by, they kind of bang, bang, bang across the ceiling, and so you know, I just want to make sure that there's a point where you can't hear that. So, anyways, Leaking Warrior. So, I do have to bring him up because I didn't have his stream up, and we're gonna also bring up Unirock right here. Ooh, the Geek Room's on. Interesting. Here, let's get Unirock's stream here. We gotta get him teasing me last night. We gotta bring him up. Where is it? 20 hours ago. There he is. Wait, is this it? Reacting to. That's why mine's called Stream-ception. All right, we'll bring this. There it is. There's where the teasing begins. Okay, let's get this on the screen for you all. I'll try to get the... I'll get a different... I'm gonna work on getting a different chat thing here, so it actually displays up the screen more, because I don't like that it just disappears like that, because I can't... It's nice to be able to read it off here. I don't have to bring my vision over here. I guess there is the other way where I could pop it out and just pop it on the screen. There, that's the right one. Thank you. We'll do this. We'll get you up here. All right. Window capture. There, we're gonna go into studio mode for this, so you guys don't get blasted with my personal information as usual. Oh, the trolls are like, really? That happens? Reacting to. There it is. All right, Uni. Here we go. I was here for this too. I was yelling at him. I'm like, no, it wasn't true. All right, let's turn that background music off. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Unirock teasing me.
Oh my god.
When did the audio get fucked up? Did that screw up for you guys too? How long's that audio been screwed up, guys? Did that just happen? 83 of you? Jesus.
Goodness, I wish I could see what else happened. It sucks.
You guys are crazy. How many points everybody got? Did anybody try that? Is it working? This is the wrong damn chat. I'm looking at his chat.
He just really...
This is the one.
Okay, so Brainy's reacting to a video, and I want to react to Brainy reacting to Sleepy reacting to me and Team reacting to Sleepy streaming. And it could be that he's streaming in a way you don't that you're not expecting. Okay, it could be a different kind of streaming than you expect. Okay.
Well, you have to squeeze it to get it out because it's got like a nipple on it. Well, that's what I was mixing in this, right? Well, you have to...
Okay. No freaking way. No, I don't believe that. No, I didn't watch it. Are you telling me he's saying that he had to squeeze something that had a nipple on it in order to make water come out, and that's what we heard? No way, dude. No way.
Oh man, the entertainment value on this is just golden, isn't it? There we go.
Yeah, it is, Brainy. It really is,
Got it back,
dude.
guys. Ah, that's not the grillin' I remember. Where are you? Come on, buddy.
Wrong that night. I heard it with my own 2 ears, man.
Right, but then I decanted it into a cup.
Oh, okay. He with FTFE on the shills. They were breaking down the whole Riley thing. Did they react to it? He was on Science or Satire just now. Oh, on Team's show. So they broke it down on Team's show. Are they still there?
Okay. So I wrote down a spot here, and I can't quite remember exactly what happened there, but we're gonna literally watch Anthony's stream think through. This is the Stream-ception, okay? We're gonna watch Anthony through Unirock because Unirock has all the right points lined up. I don't have to do it, but I've already done it. He knows I've done it. I know I've done it. Everybody knows I've done it, so I don't think he'll mind if I use him as a mule. I love you, Unirock. You know, I love you. That's obviously me just messing around, but that's what I'm doing. I'm not lying. I'm just saying that, you know, calling you a mule's not very nice. I gotta get back to the chat window here and see what's happening. Everybody screaming. Okay, do you guys get your points? Let's see. I see people yelling points. Is it even working? Streamlabs, you have 1 point. Okay, it didn't work. I see it didn't work. Okay, well that's stupid. This thing is really slow, guys. I'll be honest with you. That's just crazy slow. Now, the part I wrote down, I'm pretty sure I remember what was happening here. And what we gotta do is we gotta get back there. Okay, here we go. What's going on?
Oh no, the dog's gonna get up. He's gonna go to the bowl. I don't even believe you had a bowl under there. I don't know what anybody that would put a bowl of water with their dog's precious life-saving medicine under their feet while they're live streaming. This is all absurd.
I'll be honest with you. Okay, so I don't know if anybody watched Unirock. Great channel. If you haven't been watching Unirock, you're missing out. I'll tell you honestly. So I've been watching him almost every night, which is why when I didn't have any points, I was like, what the fuck happened? But either way, he corrected it. He gave me some points. I was having some fun. Kwasa, 5,000 South Korean won, I believe that is. So what happens if the Leaky Warrior does a collab video with Allegedly Dave? I don't know if I know much about Allegedly Dave. What's his ball game? I got the wrong windows up to talk to you people. This is stupid. I think I put okay, let me see what happens. If I put just this up here. Yeah, now you don't see my other windows, which are fine. There's nothing on there. So you saw that I made $9. I can buy lunch, but I do appreciate it. I mean, $9, I'll take it. No complaints. But if you saw, I was on the fence. I won't lie. I watched it. I watched Anthony's explanation, and I'm a forgiving guy. I'm actually one of those people where you could probably pull the wool over my eyes at times because I'm just such a friendly, nice person, and I mean that in a weird way because I'm an asshole too. But at the same time, like if you give me an answer that sounds legitimate, I'll probably give you the benefit of the doubt. And that is a flaw that I need to work on in my life. Now, Uni's been doing this a lot longer than me. So Uni knows what he's doing. He heard Anthony's response and he went, I want to believe you, Anthony, but just no, right? McToon! Is McToon out there? That's what I saw? I think I saw somebody say McToon. What up, McToon? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming. 82 people. I just can't believe you're here, so I appreciate it. But back to what I was saying. So Uni here, he knows that people don't tell the truth, and I know that people don't tell the truth. But I want to believe that people want to tell the truth. That's why flat earthers amaze me. The ones that make things up, the ones that obviously change their story. I'm interested in. I'm interested in what makes them tick and why, when you found evidence that said you were wrong, why you would continue the endeavor. Because I can tell you that anytime I've been wrong about something, I've been woefully upset with myself for being wrong about it. And I don't know why you would want to check Discord. I will check Discord right now. I think I can't see that window good. Oh my God. Where's that? Milk chocolate beaver nuggets? Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm going to bring that up. We'll bring that up. This is the kind of merch I'm going to be getting, but I can't copy that, obviously. But that's funny. Where did you find that? Was that just online, or did you go to a place that had that, McToon? But anyways, Mr. Unirock here, he knows people lie. And again, I know people lie, but I want to believe that people are good people. But Anthony here pees on stream. So I don't know if Anthony's a good person. That's not true. Just because he peed in a bottle doesn't make him a bad person. It makes him a person that peed on stream, which is funny. And they wondered why we care. And the truth is, I don't. But they do care that we care, or that they think we care, and so for that reason I do care. And besides, is this not one of the most fun things you've ever heard of? And I was Team JM, but I won't lie to you, I have started to wonder if I should not be Team Riley. Anthony Riley, I don't know. I mean, JM did get abandoned. It's hard to come back from that when you got abandoned, and all your equipment got stolen. But Riley's doing a good job. So let's see what else Mr. Unirock here has to say about it. Sleeping Warrior. Almost called you Sleeping Warrior, buddy. I'm sorry. I know it's an insult.
If you did do this, it's crazy.
Just in case you're wondering whether I'm doing the newsreader thing. So that's literally all I was doing, right? But these morons that think
Sir, I did not call you a moron.
Substantial evidence is acceptable proof, right? There's a combination.
How ironic! How ironic!
I mean, I'll call them names. I don't care.
You're calling us morons for thinking that circumstantial evidence is acceptable proof. Has anybody let that sink in yet? Has that sunk into anybody watching? That's a quote from Riley 2019. These morons, being me and Team Skeptic, the clip that he's watching is me and Team Skeptic. These morons, I gotta hear it again because it's absurd. Actually, Riley, that's what you...
I've restarted the chat bot, and we'll see if maybe we can get it to detect all of you guys' points. Or see, now it's got that there's 4 pages of you, but it decided that it didn't want to give you all the points that I decided to give you all. So I'm gonna try that again. And there's more of you now, so maybe... Oh, you know what? I think I remember that being a problem. So this is really stupid, okay? So you get this window that pops up, and it says, add points to all viewers. And then you get amount, and you get a bar which says 0. And you enter in how many points. But then there's this, like, up-down arrow toggle where you can point. You can add points to it left or on the right. Now, I remember last time, if you click OK and you don't click out of that window to like make it so you're not like in the type window, it doesn't seem to take your points. So that is obviously a coding issue that they would have to deal with, but maybe I'm wrong. So let's try this now. See, it's queued a 2,000 point loyalty payout. I don't know why it's queued it or what that even means. Looks like everybody's starting to gamble what little points they have. So you keep playing the way you're playing, and we'll see if we can't get you guys all to get some points here. And I did shut it off and on a few minutes ago, so if you're in the middle of gambling and you lost some points, I apologize. You just yell at me, and we'll make it right. Okay.
Quantum Eraser and Nathan Oakley do for years on YouTube is I literally just said what we do every day. Okay, I gotta reel this back a little bit. You're calling us morons for...
All right, we're gonna go right
Sleepy.
to the meat.
You know what I think, Riley? I think you did pee it, but that water is being shot into that... Did pour something there.
To give the code or the law, they started to get irritated. So that...
Yo, the thing is, the thing is, though, the cop doesn't have to show you the code. He just brings you before the...
I see you guys doing the exclamation mark points, and if you got 0 points, everybody's low on points. Just I do apologize. I'm gonna try to see if we can get you to have those points, and I just don't know why it doesn't want to give everybody points. It's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I got 4 pages of people here that I've tried to give points to, and the only people that have like a real number of points here, you know, I gotta try turning it off and on one more time, okay, guys? Or maybe that's a bad idea. I don't know. Reset loyalty database? That's not what I want to do. Click out of CloudBot, click back into CloudBot. I don't even know. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what? Some of you guys that were in here earlier when I gave points have points. So some of you who came in later don't have points. So check to see if you have points. You may have points. So there we go. Moving forward. But there's a spot here where he pees, and this is why I'm doing this, okay? It's because I changed my mind when I heard the pressure that came out, and I watched him parse his lips and just, there goes that pee. So I was yelling at my screen when I was watching Uni. I was actually walking my dog. My fingers are frozen. It's cold out. And I was like, look at his fucking lips. Look at them. So anyway, that's why I wrote the number down when I got home. I was like, we got to go over this. We got to talk about this. But again, we're going to get to the meds. We're going to get to the meds, okay? Don't worry. Is 88 people in here, and I promised on the thumbnail I would talk about Doggy meds, and we are going to talk about Doggy meds because I've done my research. For anybody who just showed up or is late to the party, I've done my research, and the reality is that I don't think the Doggy meds come in a squirt bottle unless he had to mix them in a squirt bottle, but even then, that just does not seem to be how dog drugs are administered. And I have a lot of examples of almost everything you can get for a dog with pulmonary fibrosis, also known as Westy lung. And he said Westy lung the first time, but in his post today, he said pulmonary fibrosis, which when I looked up Westy lung was pulmonary fibrosis in dogs. So it's a lung disorder, starts robbing them their ability to pull oxygen from the air. So that's obviously not a fantastic thing for your puppy dog to have. And I do believe him that his dog has Westy lung, possibly, maybe not. But I still don't think that's what was happening. So, you know, nice using your dog as a shield, which again, the dog doesn't know any better. That dog is an innocent target, so it's fine.
And the judge has to show you the code.
That was it right there. Oh, we're gonna enhance this. We're gonna enhance. Okay. And I just realized this is gonna be, cause like, I'm jealous of Unirock. He has these like body language, and he has these different intros to different scenes. He's got everything set up in his OBS. He really knows what he is doing to keep people listening, keep them looking. And by the way, there's 90 people in here. There was a minute ago. I'm a little delayed sometimes, but if you haven't hit like, please hit like. If you haven't hit subscribe and you found yourself back here watching, I like to have a lot of fun. You probably could have some fun too. Please hit subscribe for that, or hit like, hit subscribe, hit it all. comment afterwards, join a heist. What was I about to do? See, I'm all over the place. That's too much. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. That's funny. Here, I'll bring this up. You'll laugh. I think I just figured out I'm gonna make a little clip. No. Fuck it. It's the part in Men in Black where he's sitting there typing and he's going, enhance. Enhance. No, wait, what is that? It's a different movie. Oh, I'm doing Super Troopers. I was watching Men in Black recently and I just fucked that up horribly. So, no, that's Super Troopers where he's doing the...
Enhance. 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 Just print the damn thing.
Oh, I love it. I love it because that's what I'm thinking. As soon as I said enhance the image, that's what I thought of. It just jumped into my head. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make him so big. All right, now this is scary. Whew! Yeah, it's true. I'm right here with Peeing Warrior. There it is. All right. Me and Peeing Warrior together at last. So I've always wanted to be. Okay, now, first of all, what I want you all to see. It's always different. Look at that smile. That is satisfaction, boy. You see that smile right there? That is satisfaction. And McToon, I forgot about your images, but I'm going to come back to this. I'll come back to that. That is the look. That's right there. That's the moment. I won't lie to you. Uni, I was watching your stream, and the moment I saw this, I was like, that is the face of a man who absolutely is loving life right now. And I don't think the conversation at hand was very thrilling. So I do believe this is the moment where his bladder went, thank you, Lord. And he got the pressure relieved. He's dribbling warrior. Here, I'll read a few of the comments before we go on. We'll just sit here with his pretty face up on the screen. Blue Marble says, I vaporize this shithead. I'm working on it. I'm having fun. I'm having fun playing with him anyways. I see some of you guys got your points. We'll give it a few minutes, and if whoever doesn't have points still, we'll try to see if we can't get them some points. I can't do that the whole time though, because again, I have to go through individually. So honestly, I could do it like one more time, and then I think that you know, if you don't have points, you might just be out of luck. You gotta watch, gather some points. Maybe you'll get some points another time. I mean, when I watch Unirock stream, there's people with like 100,000, 200,000 points. So don't get me wrong, people have been gambling over there. That's for sure. So this is the face of a man who just peed, and if you think so, okay. So I got a question for you. Looking at this face, seeing what you see right here, without even knowing anything more, put a 1 in the chat if you think that he peed, 2 in the chat if you think he's just extremely happy about pouring medicine for his dog. 1 if he peed, 2 if he's happy about pouring meds for his dog. And we'll watch a little bit more of him peeing, because he's clearly peeing. He's still parsing his fucking lips. Oh my god.
As someone who takes circumstantial evidence,
It'll go back.
and acts
It'll be
like it's
him.
enough proof to determine something. Okay, why did the muscles in the core of your body tense up while you were pouring that water?
I see a lot of 1s.
No.
He wasn't being angry at that point. But then the other guy, the meathead guy, he started to get wound up. And he didn't want
Okay, I think he poured something there.
I do.
think he
I
did
agree.
pour something
I
there.
agree.
to give the code or the law. They started to get irritated. So that's
Yo,
when
the
he
thing is,
started-
the thing is though, the cop doesn't have to show you.
Peter Harrington with 2s. Oh, that was a 2. Don't get me wrong. That was a 2. I agree with that. That analysis was dead on. You can hear the glasses clink. He's clearly pouring something. He's got to make room for that pee-pee, you know?
code. He just brings you before the judge, and the judge has to show you the code.
See, this guy they're talking to, who's obviously a flat earther as well. I don't know who they're talking to right now, but this guy they're talking to is the smartest guy in either that bus or just the live chat or like, you know, their live communication there, because he is talking some sense. He's the one that's like, if you listen to what he says to them here. I keep remarking every time I hear this, I'm like, this is the smartest guy around there. Where is it? Here.
What to do? I'm getting away with this.
Contravening. I said that to him.
I agree.
I just said for curiosity's sake. I want to know what we've been contravening.
I agree, you're right. I don't agree. I don't think that you've done any wrong there by asking what law.
And he wasn't.
Okay.
So you hear that? Okay, so not to go into the peeing even here for a second. So you hear how the conversation was. I don't think that he was against his rights to ask basically what law he had broken. And I agree that you know, maybe can ask what law you broke, but usually that's after you've submitted, because the problem is that you don't really know what you've done wrong. And if you don't know what you've done wrong, then I mean, it's police. That would have got you arrested anywhere. I don't know what to tell you. That's all I can say.
Why did the muscles in the core of your body tense up while you were pouring that water? I have to know.
Picking his nose.
He wasn't being angry at that point, but
hope that's the right cup you just drank from. Oh yeah, this is a nice coffee cup. It's got nice cold coffee in it at this point, but it's delicious still.
then the other
I hate cold coffee,
the
though.
meathead guy, he started to get wound up.
Oh.
He didn't want
Okay, I think he poured something there. I think he did pour something there.
to give the code or the law. They started to get irritated. So
See, like, okay, so she's saying, yeah, but when he said, like, I want you to give me the code and everything, so in other words, when he started getting belligerent, the cop started getting irritated. So you're saying the foreign police officer in a nation where the police are kind of, like, known to be a little shitty, and I mean that with Love Italy. I don't know if there's any Italians watching or Italian descent or any of the sort, but it's not an unknown thing. Like, I've even watched, I don't know if anybody watches Harold Balder. He's got travel blogs. It's really cool, actually. He just goes to really amazing places around the world all the time. Well, he has another person he travels with occasionally, and he was in that part of Europe, and they were in Italy, and it was like, no, I think it was Harold Balder that was there. Anyways, he was there, and of course, like, literally there was these scammers that what they do is they put the paintings out on the pathway. Like, they lay them out on the ground. Well, there's thousands of tourists, and then these flat earth douchebags too, but there's thousands of tourists just walking around, and the idea is that eventually somebody's going to walk, these kids running around, some kid's going to run over them because they blow it in the wind and stuff, and so the idea is they run over and say, oh, you damaged my painting that I made in 15 minutes, and they end up demanding money from you. Oh, you got to buy my painting, you know, and everything. And they just sell you a piece of garbage for, you know, like hundreds of dollars or whatever. And that's a scam. So he ended up getting in a fight with them because he told them to fuck off because they were scamming people. And like, he did it like right in front of the police. And you should have seen the interaction. He went to the police and he was like bleeding and everything. And he's like, yeah, a guy just fucking fought me. And they were like, they wouldn't even get out of the car. The woman was sitting in the passenger seat. She was like looking out, and she's like, looks at her like partner. She's like, did you, you want to report it? You know, it's like, they didn't even they eventually got out. They talked to him for a minute. They're like, what are you going to do? People going to scam people. You know, and meanwhile, they were like, he's like, they're right fucking there. You can still see them. They got in a fight with me. They're scamming people. They didn't do shit. So, anyways, I'm popping. Oh, that's where the red's coming from. I'm popping through. 91. I'm getting boring.
Yo, the thing is,
it's coming here. It's coming though.
Yeah, the thing is though, the cop doesn't have to show you the code. He just brings you before the judge. And the judge has to show you the code.
Oh, it's that moment right there that gets me. It's that one. It's that one right there. Oh, come on. No, I passed it.
I'm getting away.
I passed it.
I agree, you're right. I don't agree. I don't think that you've done any wrong there by
contravening. I said that to him.
Okay, we're gonna do this one more time.
I just said for curiosity's sake. I want to know what we've been contravening.
I agree. You're right. I don't agree. I don't think that you've done any wrong there by asking what law.
And he wasn't.
Okay, why did the muscles in the core of your body tense up?
All right, that's enough of that. That's funny. We're just doing the same thing over and over again at that point. So what we got to talk about is we got to talk about Anthony's explanation. And actually, for this, I probably will go to his video, I guess. So let's do that. Anthony, no, what the fuck am I doing? He is Sleepy Warrior, or Leaking Warrior. That's what we're figuring out right now. Okay, so we got. Oh, here it is. Did I really pee while I was on the stream?
But because Twitwit sent me this message saying, "Check this out," I was like, "Okay." So what I'm gonna do? That's really. I was mixing the liquid.
I don't know what is going on. Apparently, it's frozen.
So that's the real world explanation for what really is happening. But because Twitwit sent me this message saying, "Check this out," I was like, "Okay." So what I'm going to do, that's really, I was mixing the liquid into the glass and then decanting the glass into the mug to pour into the bowl because the mug was easier to hold. That's literally what's going on. Now, at the time, I'm going to put this back onto filters. So bear with me while I get my chroma key line back up again. Oh, that's not too far out.
PP Warrior, yeah, Weepy Warrior, Chris. I see that, buddy.
What's that, boo? Oh, what's that? Oh, I've got a bit of the sun's coming.
This is where the inception. This is. This is where this came in. This is here. I'll bring it up. Where is it here? It's under Stream-ception. That's where. That's where this came in. The Stream-ception, the mirror. That's what I was thinking about when I did it. See? That's awesome, eh? Anyways.
Through on the green screen. It's alright, you'll not see it now. There we go. Oh no, you can still see it. That's a bit weird. It's just with where the sun is.
Well, what it was, and I really should have left that up there, because what I should have done is I could have went back to it like this. Here, hold on.
If you manage a team, you should be using
If you have an ad, you should not play on my channel, because I don't even know. Maybe that's copyright. I have no idea. But we're going to let that ad play out for just 2 seconds. Oh, I can already skip. Thank you. Wait a minute. Why do I have an ad? Okay. My account just randomly switched on me, so now I gotta switch it back. There we go. See, this is what I'm talking about with YouTube. Come on, guys. Window capture. Boom. Okay, so this is it. You had said that's a stream of a person who's peeing, and I heard you say that, and I agree. That's the reality. Oh God, you guys got to tell me when I'm not transitioned. That's why I hate studio mode. I gotta hit that button or nothing happens. God, technical difficulties, always technical difficulties. So this is the thing, and really I should really bring up his stream for that, because that's really where it's at.
So, code.
Potentially.
It's not what happened though, is it?
But then the other guy.
Okay, what it is that, okay, somebody had said that's definitely the stream of a person who's peeing, and I agree, because what I had noticed was that there is a definite increase, like it's a pretty positive upward trajectory of how you're hearing it come out. There's a definite sploosh, and then it that's a terrible impression. Holy shit. That should be, you know what, you guys need to cut that out and just tease the shit out of me now, because that's the new one. But you know what I'm talking about. It increases in intensity, and then Uni pointed out that when he starts talking, it like flinches for a second. So we'll see if we can't catch that before we talk about doggy meds here.
The Mita guy, he started to get wound up, and he didn't want to give the code or the law service.
Yeah, use. It's not what happened though, is it?
Well, no, but the point is, so nation's dead. They have.
Where's the exact point where we were looking at, I guess, where he pursed his lips? I never should have lost that, I guess.
So that's
Yo,
been-
Oh, no, this is it. Okay, hold on. This has got to be it. Let's hear this.
The thing is, the thing is, though, the cop doesn't have to show you the code. He just brings you before the judge, and the judge has to show you the code.
See, and the thing that gets me, guys, okay? Us Aussies have virtually no points. I'll give you guys points in a few more minutes here. It should, let me take a look here and see what it's done with you guys. Well, you Aussies are late to that goddamn party. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, okay, let's try this again. Let's see if we can get it to give you people some damn points. Cue a payout. See what if it does this. I'll leave that window open. Maybe that's the key. So, what I notice is that the moment you can hear the intensity, like the real intense flow, is the moment of relief on his face, and this is what I really want to analyze. It's what I want to enhance, if you will. So just give me one more second. I am going to try to turn up some volume here, and we're gonna really tear into this a little. So let's see if we can't. Oh wow! I just know the fader's turned way down. I gotta fix that. Check. Oh, yeah, that'd be too loud. Check. There we go. Okay, technical difficulties are very minor. See? Don't leave. Please, stay. They're leaving. I don't actually know that. No, they left already. They're back. They're coming back slowly. So here, we're gonna make him bigger here. We're gonna make him a little bigger again. I'm gonna put you in studio mode so you get more professionalism out of it. Transition. All right. Okay. The moment of relief. Now I gotta figure out exactly where we are so I don't lose this. 209.54. We're writing this down. 209.54. Remember, if you're trying to talk to me, make sure you put an @ because I get this nice big highlighted orange brainy beaver. It's very easy to find, very easy to spot, and I can catch your comments if you're leaving them. See if you guys check in a few minutes, and then don't be afraid, Johnny, of telling me if you guys still aren't getting any points. It takes a little while to trickle in sometimes. So, oh, you have 2,009 points. There you go, Johnny. Well, maybe that was it. All right, gamble 1,999. Factoid, you're an animal. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna watch this spot right here. Okay, 54. Okay, here we go.
I don't agree. I don't think that you've done any wrong there by asking what law.
I could, and he wasn't being angry at that point. But then the other guy, the Mita guy, he started to get wound up, and he didn't want to give the code or the law. They started to get irritated.
Okay, so we're about to go into this. Okay, so everybody, just like on Unirock stream, unfortunately, we get to watch Sleeping Warrior pee multiple times. But you know what? Isn't this fun? This Sleeping Warrior gets to watch multiple streams of him obviously peeing. And he can tell us whatever he wants, but deep down, he knows he pee-peed on stream. So. Now listen. Watch that face. Watch those. I can't. Hold on. We gotta fix this. I gotta get out of studio mode so I can do this better for you. Okay, here it is. Look at that mouth right there. That one. Okay? You watching that mouth? This mouth right here? Anyways, that's the child stuff, but I'm having fun. But yeah, watch that guy's mouth, okay? I want you to see this.
So that's
The thing is, though, the cop doesn't have to show you the code. He just brings you before the judge, and the judge has to show you the code.
Correct, but that's not what happened.
That's the moment right there that his bladder told him that it's gonna be okay, Sleepy. It's gonna be okay, buddy. We made it. And even there, so much joy. That's a happy man. In fact, that's got to be a screenshot right there. Hold on, let me take a picture of that. Hold on, I'm just gonna get him on his own little spot right there. Print screen. That's fun. I'm gonna bring up paint. We're gonna hit paste, and we're gonna save that for the future. That is just beautiful. It's gonna make a great thumbnail, Anthony. Don't worry. So, moving on from peeing, because I think it's pretty definitive he peed. I don't know if we need to analyze this anymore to know that Sleeping Warrior is actually pee-peeing Warrior.
But then the other guy, the Mita guy, he started to get wound up, and he didn't want to give the code or the law. They started to get irritated. So
Sammy, I'm coming to your comment, buddy.
The thing is, though, the cop doesn't have to show you the code.
One more time. Last time, guys.
And the judge has to show you the code.
Oh.
That's not what happened, though, is it?
Well, no, the point is, so ask.
Why? Okay. This is. Oh my God, Sleeping Warrior. I can't believe I even believed you. I can't believe I'm so gullible. Unirock, what are you gonna? What's my punishment, buddy? What's my punishment? You gotta tell me what it is, because there's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, maybe like some sort of shield dance I can do. There's got to be repercussions for this, because I don't know how I let him pull the wool over my eyes. I really don't, because you can still see him smiling even here. This is what's fantastic about this. I love it. He's just like, this is the greatest day. I just got relieved. But it's just the way it's like he's pinching down. Okay, you can hear it. Okay, I want you to hear. Stream. Don't let it go too fast. Now I know there's some women in the audience, and you may not know exactly what that's like, but for my majority male audience, I think that most of them probably understand exactly what I'm talking about right now. That you can't let that baby go too hard. You're gonna get a splashback of epic proportions, because there's a lot of power that can come out of a full bladder. Especially sitting down, he's putting maximum weight on that bladder. He's probably pinching down on it, and like that baby's gonna come out with force. So you gotta squeeze that hose down a little bit and just kind of like slow the stream. If you don't do it, bad things are gonna happen to good people. You know, okay, so I don't know how many women there are in the audience, but they've all left. They're gone. In fact, you're all leaving. 79. That's it. Get out of here. I don't want any of you. Please don't go. Last time.
But
so maybe this is my wife telling me to be quiet.
The other guy, the Mita guy, he started to get wound up, and he didn't want to give the code or the law. They started to get irritated. So. Last time, listen to the increase and decrease in stream, okay? This is a pinch down. This isn't pinching. And anybody, the women again, are not going to understand this. I mean, they might with muscles, but the exact pinch the tip. You got to pinch really close to the tip too, because that's the other thing. You pinch too far down, you got all this extra stuff. I mean, it just doesn't work well. Anybody who's ever peed sitting, whether it be driving or doing anything, I mean, you're an animal. I am too. I've done it once. It was a bad idea. Bad things happen to good people. Don't try it if you haven't. It's just not worth it. Pull the fuck over, okay? Just pull over. You'll be happier with yourself. The people in the vehicle will be happier with you. I'm kidding. There was nobody in the vehicle, but you get it. You get it. I'm still here, Brainy. I love you, Glober Mom. I know you're still here. Your punishment is to drink. Coffee is my fuel. I've got kids. 82. I can't believe you're still here. So, just last time, because we've heard him pee enough. I don't know. I think we're beating Unirock's record now. Unirock was setting a record. They peed so many times on that stream, and we might be beating Unirock. So let's just see if we can do this one last time and make it the final time. And I think that when I'm done playing this last time, if you listen, and especially again, I'm not criticizing the women. I think they know what we're talking about, though. I think they can get it. Imagine a hose with a lot of pressure, and you're really trying to pinch that thing down, but you don't want anybody hearing it. So you got to make sure you let out just enough. But anyway, it's too much description. This thing's already went yellow.
The thing is, though, the cop doesn't have to show you the code. He just brings you before the judge, and the judge has to show you the code.
Correct. But that's not what happened, though, is it?
Well, no, but the point is, so asking the officer for the code
it's just
is irrelevant.
You can hear it. You can hear it. I did it terrible. I'm not. I shouldn't start composing. That's for damn straights. I'll leave that to the people that know what they're doing, because that was horrible. But you could see it through my beautiful rendition of a tree. You could see what I was talking about, I'm sure. Brady Beaver, he probably just owed allegedly Dave a drink. Oh, allegedly Dave. Oh my God, I finally figured out who you're talking to. Oh, that is epic. That's so meta. You know, I thought about that already because I was watching it earlier and I was like, isn't that guy the pee drinker? In fact, I said that on the last stream, didn't I? That one guy, he's the African-American gentleman, a little bit of graying in his beard and stuff. Yeah, he's a pee drinker, right? He's been on like a talk show and stuff. He's talking about drinking pee. In fact, is that... We've seen you enough, Sleeping Warrior. Allegedly, Dave pee drinking. This stream has been demonetized. Okay, that is just a whole bunch of just bad images. It's just not good. It's really not good. Oh, there he is.
Well, I've been drinking urine now for 6 years. I got into it in May 2011. I went along to a festival.
He's been drinking Anthony's urine for like 2 years. Anthony's been shipping it to him by the box. He pees into a bottle while he's streaming. It's actually a big relationship they have. It's very touching. This is hearsay, by the way. I can't confirm nor deny that this is the truth, but I mean, we all want it to be because it's hilarious.
And this woman called Sylvia Chandler was giving a talk there. And me and my friends walked in, you know, arms folded, you know, tell us about drinking a wee lady. And we came out of there, all of us, like, we've got to try this.
You telling me? How does that happen? How does that happen? You went in to a place to talk about, well, first of all, you went to a place to listen to a person talk about drinking pee, which was the first problem. I think the fact that you were even open to the conversation was an issue to begin with. But, oh, I'm going to move that to the top. Oh, good. Pledges are on the top. Only Sheeple Can't See donated 5 New Zealand. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Listen to me. Verify, verify, verify. Lily peed on stream. Oh, it's true. Get your bells out. Ding, ding. Call the town crier. He peed. He peed. Come on. And then he sent it to this guy.
So, to my knowledge, all 5 of us are still doing it to this day. And all of us have had our lives transformed because of it.
Yeah, their wives left them because they stink like pee breath all the time. Their friends don't talk to them anymore. Oh, he's holding a cup of it! Didn't see that till now. Oh my god. That is just... I've seen this, but I've seen these yahoos, but it's still shocking that I was looking at some nutrients the other day for plants. It had urea in it. That's the same thing, but they've distilled it. It's probably from a horse or something.
My morning routine.
No. We're not. I don't think YouTube wants me showing somebody drink urine.
Basically, I would.
He's there. He's drinking it. Oh, it's back there. It's back there. You don't want to see.
Wee my glass.
I'm protecting you.
Drink most of it, leaving a little bit at the bottom. And yeah, I'd wash myself with it, and that's
he just washes himself with it. I didn't look at Allegedly Dave. I guess I knew of him, but are we talking like you pour it over your head? Like, what level are we talking? Do we like just a little under the eyes, help with the wrinkles, or what are we doing here?
Pouring a little bit.
Where did you guys take my stream? Why do you have to talk about Allegedly Dave?
My skin, a section at a time. Okay, the benefits that I've...
Oh, he's still behind me. Sorry, I was protecting you.
Is well, they started immediately. The first one within 10 minutes was this amazing feeling of well-being. It's like best.
he was. Oh my God, his soul was enriched. Don't do it, NANA says. Forever learning. Considering urine contains all the bad stuff your body wants to get rid of. Drinking it accumulates a lot of poisonous stuff in your body. Absolutely. That's got to be what happens. You got to be building up toxins when that's what goes down. Check out Brother Sage. Dunning-Kruger, sorry. It's okay, buddy. We want a dumpster fire here. If we don't have a dumpster fire, what are we here for, right? I guess Team Skeptic was sick tonight, so hopefully Team Skeptic gets better. He wasn't streaming, so I stepped up to the plate and said, you know what, there's fans out there and they need somebody to follow. I'm not the hero they want or deserve, but I'm the hero they get. much like Batman in a lot of ways. I am Batman. I must be cursed. I've lost every gamble. I've done 10 in a row. I'm telling you, buddy, it's 75%. Maybe... Okay, let me check. Let me double check this, okay? Because I was messing with the numbers, and maybe I fucked it up. There is a chance that I screwed that up, and you've all lost points because of me. Okay, but... I got a question for you. Did you roll... Janny, did you roll under a 50? That's all I need to know. Just tell me if you rolled under a 50. If you rolled over a 50 and you still lost, then yeah, I guess. Oh, maybe that's what that does. No, because it has the, let's see here. There's the modules, and there's the gamble game, but there's also... I don't know. Has everybody been losing? Or have you won? Have people won? I see people with 6,000 points. I don't think I gave anybody 6,000 points. So Globus Shilly has been winning something. If you guys find that you're like rolled an 80, rolled a 30, yeah, it looks like it's working. Yeah, you failed. C4. I failed? What'd I fail at? 97 people watching. What are you doing here? Okay, a little bit more pee drinker, and then we're going to talk meds, because we got off target here. In fact, you know, what are we doing? We know who allegedly Dave is. Okay, that's it. Moving back to Sleeping Warrior, we have gotten off target. There is 96 people watching, and they want to talk about dog meds. So, I have an entire window here that I have to find in all of my IQ. It's all out there. All right, so let me go to studio mode. Put that on the background for a second here, boys and girls. We just got to bring this window in here. There, that's the one I want. Properties. There we go. Okay. Window capture. Oh, that's not the one. Window capture, that one. Okay, there we go. Okay. Don't worry, I'm actually doing something here. Transition. Okay. Okay, so turn this garbage music back off. So here, I have done a bit of research, okay? Now, I looked into Sleeping Warrior's claims. I gotta move this window to another screen here, so just bear with me a second, guys. I gotta get this out of here. NA hasn't got his points yet at Brainy Beaver. Epic fail on your part. Also, Streamlabs. Yeah, I don't know what the hell Streamlabs thinks it's doing. That's interesting. Here, let's try this one more time. I'm gonna try to add points to all viewers one more time. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit refresh right here. I want to see if it actually adds points at all to anybody. Okay, so that's that. Some people have 4,000, so they've been getting more points. But I'm also gonna just disable the cloud bot for a second, and then we're going to re-enable it. And we're gonna hit refresh, and we're gonna see if that does that for you. Okay. And if it doesn't, I can just do. That should work. I don't know why that button is not working at all. Jeez, that's crazy. Settings, enable, disabled. That's stupid. Stupid Streamlabs. Yeah, you guys got to give it a minute. I did hit the 2,000 thing again. We'll see what it does. You see, it's still showing. Oh, you know what? Okay, hold on. Okay. This is actually on your end, guys. And here, I'm gonna tell you a secret. if you have multiple tabs open, this thing doesn't work for you. I found that out the other night. Okay, so a lot of times I watch Unirock and I do my researching. I have multiple streams on. I try to give them a little bit of watch time. I do watch them. I turn the audio on and off, jump in and out of different ones and stuff like that, because sometimes people stream at the same time. And what I discovered was I wasn't getting points generated. And actually, I remember back at the non-sec when it was doing its thing, the same thing was happening when they were generating points, as I wasn't getting points. And so I think I'm almost positive when you have multiple windows open, it really interferes with this, because I don't think that YouTube actually necessarily is giving you credit for watching the window you think you're watching. So what you need to do is close all instances of YouTube and like other windows and stuff like that, and open just the one, and Streamlabs will be able to detect you better, or something like that, because as soon as you do that, your points will generate. In fact, as soon as I did that, I got points, the points came to me and stuff like that. So try that, see if that does it for you, because if it's not working, it should be at this point, but I do know that multiple windows does seem to mess it up. So anyways, so dog meds. So talking about dog meds. Now, there's an image that I do have on my computer that Mark David Love just subscribed. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I left it in the comments down below, or description of the video, but there's a Patreon, everybody. I'm going to be working on trying to generate a bit of actual value to the Patreon, so I won't lie right now. It's kind of a Nathan Oakley Patreon, where you give me money and I don't give you much in return, but it's not written that way, because my intention is to give you some value. So it's not literally like, hey, you can give me some money and eat dog shit. The reality is just been busy, and I have one patron that is a fairly large donator that I need to probably thank, like in a large way. But again, it's not about how much. I always say that, and it's stupid, because I don't even know why I bring it up. But then I always end it with it doesn't matter, because then I always like, well, that's stupid. I mean, why are you even saying that? Anyways, just so everybody knows, ADHD runs hard in this brain, and I say a lot of stupid things. So moving forward, dog meds again though. Dog meds. So this image I'm bringing up right now, and I'm getting it. I'm sorry. You guys get to hear my brain fire in rapid patterns, and it goes in every direction, and you're here for it. And I don't know why, but I like it. There it is. Okay. Now, if you look up, I'm gonna bring this to the front. Dog medication. Okay. Okay, so this is oral and topical corticosteroids, which is what you give a dog that has Westy lung / pulmonary fibrosis, which is a breakdown of the dog's lungs. Essentially, they get scar tissue. It's actually very similar to mesothelioma, or I think it's mesothelioma you get from asbestos. So it actually sounds very similar to that, like where the lungs just start scar on scar on scar, and then they just become less and less efficient. They don't get oxygen the same way, and then you essentially suffocate to death. It really sounds quite wonderful. I've got like a shine in my eye here. It's really weird. So you can see the page through my eye. There it is. Look at that. Anyways, but yeah, so looking into it, now the first thing I found, and I'll bring that up, I'm going to move this to the side, so we'll just kind of, we'll tuck this right up in here, because that gives you the list. Now what this list actually shows you, if you look at it, is this shows you the type of steroid in the left-hand column, okay? And then it shows you the relative anti-inflammatory potency. So obviously the number goes up. So this is obviously, you know, it's the strength scale, if you will. The biological half-life, which I didn't do any research into that. I don't really understand what the biological half-life is. I guess other than how long it lasts in biological entities, like how long it will stay in your system before it breaks down and gets ejected. Relative mini chloride count. No, I'm just kidding. Mineral corticoid effect. And I don't know what the fuck that means either. But suffice to say that as you go down the list, they get stronger. So cortisol hydrocortisone is not prescribed for animals, typically. Now, I did find some different derivatives of medications, and that could get a little gray, and maybe I'm wrong. And I'd be willing to be wrong. But let's move this chat down so I can get where I am. Gamble all of Brainy Beaver's points. That's right. There you go, buddy. That was C4. He's an animal. So when you look into this, okay, now I think this is... Okay, so here is hydrocortisone, cortisol for dogs and cats, okay? Now, one thing you'll notice here, brand names or other names of hydrocortisone. This drug is registered for use in humans only, human formulations, Cortef, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, okay. See, I'd missed this one, but that doesn't change anything. It doesn't come in a liquid form. We're getting there anyways. Don't worry. This doesn't fuck up anything for me. Okay, so we have hydrocortisone is primarily used to reduce inflammation. Hydrocortisone is also used to treat adrenal gland dysfunction. Okay, and so we have examples of cortisol for dogs, and when we actually look at it, though, we just have, like, drips and, like, you know, we get this kind of stuff, right? You know, we're getting sprays and drips, and that's an itch solution. What the fuck that means. But what you don't get is you don't get... That's colloidal silver. But you find a lot of this kind of crap going on. And what you don't find is you don't find a liquid that comes in a squirt bottle. You don't find anything in quantity. You find... I think I looked up that one even further when I did go back. Let's go back for a second here. Back. Ah, boo. There it is. First of all, it doesn't seem like it's used for treating that. And that's the other thing, too. When you look all this up, and this is all kind of garbage, we're going to move to the next drug. The bottom line is, it doesn't come in that kind of spray bottle. It doesn't come in that quantity. And if you were giving it to the dog, it either comes in like a topical, or it comes in like a drip kind of thing in a concentrate. And as you can see by this scale right here, it is also almost useless when it comes to strength. Now, if his dog has got... Like, if they didn't know what it had, or if it had pulmonary fibrosis, I imagine it doesn't have the weakest on the scale as far as its strength ability. So, and not to mention the next one is very common. And I suspect it's the next one. So if we move to the next one here, we have prednisone and prednisolone. Okay, now, if we want to go and look at these, now we find... that this comes as a suspension. Now, I have medicine for my dog upstairs, too. Looks exactly like that. In fact, I bet you that is the drug I have. Because what do you know? The drug that I have for my dog is also for fighting inflammation. And you know what's stupid is that I didn't go and get that. And that is kind of dumb, because I bet you that's what it is. My mind is racing on whether or not I should run upstairs and get it and find out if that's what that is. You guys could entertain yourselves for 35 seconds, I imagine, right? You animals? Let's find out. Let's find out if you guys can entertain yourselves for 35 seconds. Be right back, everybody. If anybody comes in the chat, tell them I'll be right back. Literally. It's only going to take a minute. Soothing music. 1 second. All right, we're back. You probably all left me. 92. You people are amazing. You didn't purge like you were wanting from a disease. Now let's do this together. Now we can leave that music on for a minute. I don't know if you can even hear it. It's pretty low. I probably should have turned it up if I was going to leave you with music. Let's see. What does this say? Does it even tell you? What is it? Meloxicam. Okay, so there's a billion drugs out there. What a waste of time. This is what we do here at the Brainy Beaver channel. We waste your time. That's what we're here for. Brainy Beaver, Janny, UK. Brainy use a UK site to get the available forms. I use all kinds of sites. It's just looking on the internet. I mean, let's face it, you get different drugs in different places, but in general, this is how they come. Like, if you look at my drugs, just gotta make sure I don't put my information out. Like, if you look at the dog's drugs here, they come in the same format. So it's exactly what you see on there. You know, you do the old shake it, you plunge off a thing of it, and it's beef flavored. So you just take it for the dog and you just give it the old into the mouth, and they chomp it up, and next thing you know, she's looking at it going, give me more of that, it tastes great. So I mean, that's how you administer dog meds, and that's how you'll see, that's how all of these are. I'm gonna continue this. That might have been loud, I'm not sure. We'll turn it off. But so if you see here, you've got this is one form. I gotta get the right window up. I've got so much high IQ going on, my mind is exploding, people. That's the one. Okay. So this is one form it comes in, which is pretty much what I was just showing you there. So this thing plunges in the top, and you just pull out a measured dose, and you give it right to the dog's mouth, and it's usually like a beef flavor, or if you look, it'll probably say that somewhere. Wide variety of diseases, blah, 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 blah. And then if you move on, so looking at this, I think there's pills too. Is this the other one? There it is, methyl. Nope, that's the third one. I don't know why I didn't leave that up. Okay, so this comes in a pill form too. If you want to look, you can see that there's also a pill form for this. Images, come on, images. So this is the common subset. No matter what you do, you will not find, this is shampoo for Christ's sakes. You're not going to find in a medicine something that's big enough that you have to mix it like that. This is for humans. That is going to be for humans. That's a fucking measuring cup. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look, there's a picture of a guy giving an actual pill. It says right here, prednisone for dogs. And by the way, if you got to pick one of these, I did my research. If you got to pick one of these, it's going to be prednisone for a dog, not prednisolone. Prednisolone would be the one you pick for a cat, and they can be used on dogs, but they are preferred to be used on cats, and prednisone is actually what you use on dogs. And as I was saying, again, this is what I find when I look up images of prednisone, is dogs being handed pills, nice beefy flavored pills. Oh, who's that puppy dog? Look at that doggy. Anyways, moving on to the next drug on our list, we have methylprednisolone, not injectable, which I think has changed. I saw a lot of injections. We're going to go over that. This is an injection, as you can see. So they're not terribly right necessarily, but there. So there's an injection. That's an injectable. Here we have another small dose, sort of, I don't know if that's injectable or if that's the same kind of liquid thing, but that's going to be the same idea, small dosing. And then we've got pills, and here we are in pill form. And no matter what I did, I couldn't find a squirty bottle. I couldn't find one that smelled like somebody pissed it in a bottle, or smelled like, I definitely couldn't find one that smelled like it. That's really difficult. That would be something interesting. Can you imagine if we had smell-o-vision by now? What do you guys think? Do you think you'd hook up? Okay, so I got a question for the live stream. You're watching YouTube. The option is there for you to smell the world around you too. Do you want to smell Anthony's stream? 1, if you want to smell Anthony's stream. 2, if you don't want to smell Anthony's stream. Do you think we could smell if he peed, if that was the case? I bet you we could. It just smell like lost dreams. Campbell 333, you guys are nuts. All right. So moving on. So as you can see, no matter what I did, I could not find this drug in a spray form. The only thing you can find is it comes in this kind of small dosing, injection, pills. So moving on to our third drug of choice, or fourth drug at this point, I guess what the? triamcinolone? Cinolone? Triamcinolone. Not injectable, which, again, that might have changed. This might be information coming from different sources, right? Side effects of triamcinolone. Now, the one thing I noticed on this drug is that it is not something you would give... Is this the one? One of these you would not want to give to a dog that was sick already. This might not have been it, but either way, so this is showing an injection here. And I don't think they show anything else other than that injection, so that's fine. But then here we have it in pill form. Right here above my head. Where are you? I got too many tabs. Trying to find the right window is impossible in my streams. Okay, that's it. Camera dark mode. Okay, yeah, I can lock a bunch of those and then I can find it better. Because there we go. So that right there. That's it right there. That's the one. So that's pill. More pills. See, I don't think his story's starting to hold up, man. He should have came up with a better story. You got to do your research, but you know, flat earthers and research, that doesn't come easy, you know. Yeah, there's the picture of the dog for my thumbnail. Hello, puppy. There's not a ton of information for that drug. I don't think that drug's used very much. It's pretty, I guess the, like even if you look right here, one thing I noticed, we'll get this over here where I want it again. One thing you'll notice here, if I can get the damn window, oh man, there's so many windows in this, it's crazy. Like, what am I clicking on? Image 2. I gotta learn to lock these damn things. My God. That's not the one. Image 3. There it is. Image. Okay. Thank you. Image. So, if you look right here, we have the triamcinolone not ejectable, yeah, and that one's, if you look right here, it's at the 3 to 5. So you look at the relative anti-inflammatory potency, it's a mix, like it's like a range, and I guess dosing for that drug is very, very specific to your animal, and so it involves weight and all kinds of different factors, and I guess, so it doesn't seem like it's as readily prescribed. However, when it is prescribed, you still find it like this in all the same kind of small dosage, in, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's always the same. It's, you know, like, this is something you put in their mouth and squirt in. This is, you know, here's a dripper of sorts. I mean, you can't find anything that would have a squirt bottle here. And then to get to the last of the possible choices that it would likely be for his poor old puppy dog, we've got, yet again, too many goddamn windows. I don't even know anymore. I have to sit down and spend some time just organizing my OBS. It's a mess. Dexamethasone, which is strong as shit. Do you see that? Like, do you see the number on that thing? Go 1, 4, 5, 3 to 5, 29. 29. It's safe to say that I doubt they gave his dog the dexamethasone, or it's just unlikely. But since we're here to prove things and to go over these kinds of details, what do you know? That also, if I can again find the window, does not come in. This is the one you wouldn't give to a dog that's sick. Probably because how strong it is. But what do you know? Is that a picture of a dog getting handed a pill from a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing? How's everybody in the chat doing? I see that you guys are gambling a lot, which is nice. I like to see that. Thank you for having fun with that. I'd smell your stream at Brainy Beaver. You guys have no idea. I sounds horrifying. Don't forget, Anthony is a flat earther. He's probably streaming the dog homeopathically. Oh God, lots of water. That's probably true. I'd have beautiful incense going for you guys, and I'd make sure not to fart. Okay, I'd promise. I'd make that just for you guys. I'd make that happen. Okay. Don't forget to hit like if you haven't. I see there's 60 likes. I really appreciate it. If you haven't hit like, and if you are new here and you think that I could be entertaining to you in the future, or if you just think that I'm pretty, either way, maybe just hit subscribe. You could see more of me. So if you look here, it's a pill. This is a pill in this example. I think I have 2 other examples, so I probably have pill in mouth liquid and maybe injectable. I have willing to bet, so we'll see. But if you actually do your research here, so here's some medical conditions that you would treat the dogs for, and systemic lupus, swelling and inflammation, which is essentially what that fibrosis is. But I think, is this the one? Oh yeah, here's some side effects the dogs might experience while taking it. Holy crap. I don't know how I lost it, but one of them was definitely like, here's a bunch of shit you wouldn't give a dog this if it had, because like it sounded like it just wasn't good for the dog. It wasn't going to work out too hot. Brainy Beaver, we learned not to cross the streams. Oh, you never cross the streams. It's always important. You got one stream, you make sure that that's the only stream, and that you don't have another stream going while you're streaming. Anthony's going to learn this lesson the hard way, I'll tell you right now. He's going to learn it when he wins oh god. DFOTY. It's a tongue twister for me. I don't know why it isn't for you people. So, moving on to the next type, because this one is clearly a pill this dog is being handed. Powerful anti-inflammatory. Immunosuppressive drug. See, I doubt they'd give the dog an immunosuppressant. So this drug in my mind is already out anyways. It's terrifying that they wouldn't give this dog this drug. It's important to carefully measure liquid medication. Now, that's interesting. Now, Unirock said something that was very, very intelligent, and he was right. And I am really sorry, Uni, for even doubting that Anthony streamed on stream, because I can see now that was a mistake on my part, that I should have appreciated that he absolutely did pee, because as you see right here, it says it's important to carefully measure liquid medication, and that's so true. And Unirock said it himself. You would never give a dog medication in the liquids, because it could just... I've seen dogs hit a bowl so hard, the water just hits the floor. Now, what are you supposed to do with that? So, how much medication did your dog get? How much did you lose? Do you sop up the floor, wring out the towel, measure how many milliliters you got, maybe add a bit for evaporation? Like, where do we stop here? Do we re-administer, especially with something that is this powerful? So we're not going to give the dog more. This is a stupid way to administer drugs. I don't think they'd do it. I don't think for a second that that's how you give your dog drugs. I've never given a dog drugs like that. I've had to jam up. So that night she ate a bunch of shit that I told you about at the beginning of the stream. I had to take like one of those big old tubes of carbon, which are way too expensive. $100 for a tube of carbon. I've got some ashes in the fireplace over here if you want me just to paste it up and feed it to her. Where are we stopping? Obviously, there's probably some sterility differences, but you get what I'm saying. So I don't know if any of you have ever given your dog carbon, because that sucks. I mean, it sucks to the point where, like, have a towel you don't like nearby, because you're literally just filling your dog's mouth with ass charcoal. I'm salivating, sorry. Does this dog even drink the water? Well, how do we know? That's the thing. That's the other thing, too. So then your dog doesn't like the taste of the water and it drinks from the toilet instead of the bowl? Like, so how do you make sure your dog drinks all the water? And so the other thing is, if it doesn't drink it all in one sitting, do you make sure your dog, like, you don't fill the water bowl again until you make sure the dog drinks all the water and is licking the bottom of the bowl? I don't believe any of this. I switched my mind. I switched my mind last night. Unirock started poking me in the right direction, and you know what? I'd heard enough, as we've talked about here. I am taking the piss. It's true. Riley's a foe. He set that up. He's symbolically taking the piss. Yeah, no, you know what? You never know. Either way, we're having a great fantasy with it. How is dextromethasone given? Dexamethasone is given by mouth in the form of a tablet or liquid. It can also be given as an injection into the vein or muscle while in the clinic. Dexamethasone could also come in the form of an aerosol for respiratory conditions and a topical eye medication. Interesting. When given by mouth, it may be given with or without food, but preferably is given with food. If vomiting or nausea occur, blah, 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 blah. This medication will take effect quickly in about 1 to 2 hours, and not if your dog doesn't drink its fucking bowl of water. Doesn't say that anywhere, I noticed. He's going to latch on to the fact that it says it comes in liquid or tablet form, but we know what kind of liquid they're talking about. They're talking about this baby again. Meloxicam. You got a name brand on that baby. Lot build February. 96 people. Let's push that baby above 100. Come on everybody. 100. Brainy Beaver. This is what? Trippin' Fool. Bat Brainy Beaver. If you got busted pissing during a debate, I lost you. During a debate and try to debunk it, wouldn't you show the medicine bottle instead of something else trying to make it? Oh no, I already said it. It's in the description. He better start rifling through that recycling bin or trash bin, because I don't believe you, Sleeping Warrior. I want to see the medicine. What medicine? What brand? Tell me. Your vet will have that information. I bet you can find out the brand and like the brand name and the type of medicine. And I would be interesting to see because that company is going to have a website. They're going to tell you what they produce. And so this could all be put to rest. You just got to tell us what medicine your dog got prescription to. That would be interesting. So Sleeping Warrior, if you're watching, or Weeping Warrior, if you will, if you're watching, you know how to solve this, buddy. You just got to show me your dog's medicine. What did you give your dog? What was it? Was it one of these? Which one was these? Was it? Where is it here? I got fucking too many. Oh my god! How many windows do you have up here, Scott? What is it? Was it cortisol? Hydrocortisone? Was it prednisone or prednisolone? Probably prednisone. That's the one for dogs. You got the methylprednisolone, which is injectable now. I don't know why it says non, but that's probably old information. Triamcinolone. I mean, this is meloxicam, so that might be a brand name. I don't even know. There's probably a ton of drugs out there. But tell me, if you got the answer, Riley, you just gotta tell me, buddy. You can do it. You can solve all of this. Just show us the bottle. Show us the motherfucking bottle. 76, 75 points? Who is that? Glober Mom, you're killing it. You're killing. I know I didn't give you that many points. Maybe all those 2,000 pointers caught up finally. Streamlabs actually did its job. Is that what happened? Did you guys all just get a sick amount of points because Streamlabs? No, it hates you all. So again, if you guys do me a favor, okay? If you've got multiple windows up and you're not getting points, close all your windows, leave only my window up, and hit refresh. And in a couple of minutes, I'm going to send you guys all points. And if you do that, and I'm not trying to like get you off other channels, I don't give a shit what you're watching. This would be a pretty clean way of doing it, wouldn't it? If you do that, it might give you the points, because I feel like it will, because it did this to me the other day, and I'm sure when I was testing it, it wasn't working. And then I said, close off your other windows to even Dick, and then it worked for him too. So I'm sure if you've got multiple windows open, it doesn't like it. But yeah, so which one of these drugs, Riley? Tell us the drugs. Tell us the motherfucking drugs. Give me the drugs. Do you guys watch that South Park where he was cutting, where they were like, there was all the, they'd banned, was it KFC? And Cartman was doing a back alley KFC deal? Did you guys ever see that? That's a fun one. He's like, you've been cutting the gravy with was it packet gravy? You've been cutting the Colonel gravy with packet gravy. He pulls a gun out on him in the back alley. It's a fun one. Don't worry, I won't, I'm losing you already. See, I stopped talking about Flat Earth. I just start losing people. And it's okay. It's okay. I know why you showed up. We're talking about Anthony. I wonder if we can poke somebody live here. Maybe we can make somebody live. What time is it? Holy shit, it's 8:30. I've been going for almost 2 hours. Why are you animals here? Why are you here? I don't understand. But I love you for it. I love you. And I appreciate you coming by. I know that Fight the Flat Earth wasn't on tonight. Team Skeptic wasn't on. We're not shutting her down yet. This is me just pimping myself. If you haven't, there is a channel called Brainy Beaver Plays. And it's my channel. And if I do any gaming, it's likely going to go up on that channel. So if you are somebody that wants to just tune in and, I don't know, just listen to gaming sometime, maybe just shoot the shit while we, play a video game, that's where that'll be happening. So if you look for Brainy Beaver Plays, on YouTube. That's my channel. So yeah, so I think it's only got like 100 subscribers, but I don't expect it to be uber popular. Not everybody's into gaming, and I haven't frankly had a lot of time for it. There's a couple streams of Subnautica on there. And I hope to put a little bit more on there. I don't have an Xbox, so unfortunately I can't play with Fight the Flat Earth because I'm a PC Master Race, and he's still stuck in the consoles. And I love you console players too, but you know how it goes. I just gotta pick one. I can't afford both. And I got this sweet computer, but it's sweet adjacent anyways, but it works. Leave one S out of the stream title and it changes everything at Brainy Beaver. Wow, let's see. This is stream. I don't know which S you'd leave out. No. You lost me. X Penguin. For no reason. Wasn't that the Cartman shot? Yes, that's the one where he was. There was. I guess I think that's the cannabis one too. They had banned fast food in South Park, and next thing you know, like Cartman's like basically like selling KFC like he's a drug dealer, and he's like doing a back alley deal with the guy for a bunch of KFC, and the guy's like, here it is, man, hands it to him. He's like, checks the bag, and he's like yeah. The guy's like, what, man, you think I'm a fool? It's all there. They do like a legit like drug deal, and he pulls it out, and all of a sudden he pops open the gravy, sticks his finger in there, Cartman puts it in his mouth, looks over, and he's like, man, be cool. All of a sudden he's like, he goes, what the fuck is this? He pulls the gun out and he holds it's the funniest scene ever. He's like, you've been cutting Colonel's gravy with packet gravy. He's holding him at gunpoint, like right to his. It's just the funniest scene you'll ever see. Cartman and his fast food, right? I love South Park. It's fantastic. Globus Chilius at Brainy Beaver. Then there's no medicine for dogs that is administered with drinking water. Doses are always as small as possible and as big to be handled. Yeah, exactly. Subnautica is cool. You should play Rust. Oh, I played Rust. Honestly, Bella, I played Rust for years. Back like years ago. I hate those games now. I won't lie. Like to a degree. Like even Ark. I don't play Ark on a regular server. I play Ark on Twitch RP. I'm not a role player, but they like to have fun more in the vein of real gaming. If you do, like, you can attack other people in that game, but like if you attack somebody's base and they're offline, there has to be like a legitimate storyline reason that you can come up with. You can come up with whatever reason you want, but you have to generate a reason why you wanted to attack them, and then if they're not there, you have to like leave a message, like put a board up and leave a message saying like who attacked them, like we attacked you for this reason. And the idea is because if you don't know who attacks you, you A, can't retaliate, so people just go around doing whatever they want and they don't get any repercussions, and B, it just generates more fun because then you've got a reason to gather the troops up. And there was this one round we were playing where it become this big, like, this one tribe was massive and they were attacking everybody all over the place, but then it turned into every other tribe in the game combining to become this massive tribe, and they couldn't go anywhere without getting slaughtered because we just started assaulting them as one. And so it created this, there's no need for that. If they were just randomly attacking, we didn't know who was doing it all the time, then they would never have created that kind of fun in the game, right? So it's about community and stuff. Whereas the problem I have with Rust is that they, and maybe it has some element, well, you could probably do environmental, but it doesn't seem as much fun. Like, at least in Ark, you're out collecting wood and a goddamn velociraptor eats you for dinner. And you're like, oh, shit. Like, because that's just the way it is. You're just like, you're chopping your wood and you're like, oh. You just see teeth sometimes, so that's fun. That's fun because even the environment adds a lot, especially you get a map where they crank the difficulty a little bit too on the environment, and next thing you know, dinosaurs are legitimately a dangerous thing again. So you're out there with your like bow and arrow going, "Get back, beast! Get back!" Like so, that's fun. Bella at Brainy Beaver, Ark is a flat Earth model. That's funny. It's true. It is true. I I don't know if there's anything else to look at right now. I really only had Anthony to talk about. We could probably pick something fun to go over for a few more minutes here before we start winding it down. I do appreciate the super chats I've gotten and the different likes and comments. Keep engaging with that Streamlabs. That's I love it, guys. I appreciate you having fun in there with that. See, as I said, I mean, if you're watching the stream anyways, it's a lot of fun. It kind of keeps the interaction high, and I found myself gambling all night long watching Unirock last night, so it was good. But let's take a look and see. I've got a lot of subscriptions, so I know this is up on the screen right now. We can get this off. Let me get this off the screen for now. Let's not see if we can't find. Look at that. We got. Oh my goodness! The Geek Room is doing their Fuck Cancer 3K special. Well, I'm going to finish up soon enough since we're about to breach the 2-hour mark. And when we're finished, I suggest you guys go over to the Geek Room and give them some love. They're doing a charity event for cancer, and I think that they could use you guys over there. So we'll make sure. I'll make sure to remind you again to point you in that direction when we're done here soon. So yeah. And to everybody who didn't get any damn points. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so if you guys have all done the one window thing, if you guys are into one window, I'm going to look at the time right now. It's 8:31. In 2 minutes, I'm going to send you guys all some points. Or maybe I'll double check that you haven't gotten a whole bunch of points. Maybe everybody's finally gotten points or something. And then if you guys... Okay, so you guys apparently don't all have points. So... And some of you are going to be high rollers is all that's happening because you're not using points. And your Glober Mom's killing it. Glober Mom, 7,700 points. No, 71. But oh my goodness, everybody tackle her in the back alley. Corsi Husky, 11,000. Holy shit, buddy! Look at you go. Oh, some of you are just sad. So I'm so sorry. Some of you. Here, you know what? Here, let's. Some of you guys. Some of you. That's it. I've had enough of this. Everybody's getting manually adjusted here, okay? Here, tell you what. I'm going to put some music on for a second in the background. I'm going to manually adjust all of you fools. Here, right now. It's going to happen, okay? Everybody give a couple minutes and start checking how many points you have if you had no points. If you had points, you're not getting more points. Some of you guys have a lot of points. I don't know why it's working for some of you and not others, but we're going to make this happen. Okay, and then next time when you come back, you'll already have points. You don't lose them. You know what? I can probably copy and paste. I don't know why I'm entering it every single time. Hey, we're going along. We're going through the list, guys. This is actually kind of shitty way to do it, to be honest with you. It's not really great. It's not ideal. If you did want to get a super chat in, now's the time before you run out of time. And I'll hit the chat up in just a minute after I'm done this, guys, and I'll read your comments. So if you are trying to talk to me again, just make sure you're putting my name in there, okay? Here we go. Here we go. There's so many of you. You know what? I'm doing this wrong. I should be targeting the people that actually been watching. Okay. Don't worry, people. I see you. 8.8 hours, 0.9 hours. Oh my goodness, you people. This is the first stream you've been able to do that. It means you've been watching the whole time almost, or half the time. 33.33. Oh my God, Stardog1, if you're still in here, you got the evil number 33 in you, buddy. That's how long you 0.33, 1/3 of an hour, 1/4. Wait, third. What the hell am I doing? That's some flurfer math there, boy. That is some flurfer math. 0.25. Oh my goodness, there's so many of you. How am I ever supposed to keep up with all this? Okay, I tell you what. If you don't have points and you're active in here, tell me in the live stream, okay? In the live chat. Target me. Say, I don't have any points anymore. Say, I don't have points. Say, Brat Brainy Beaver, I don't have any points. 74 people. I put on terrible music and you just fucking ran. That's okay. I get it. I get it. Okay. So let's get one more Flat Earth video here, like I said. Make sure you point out to me if you are still wanting points and you don't have any for some reason. No points. Billy Bob's wife. Okay, Billy Bob's wife. I got you. Hey, you know what, Billy Bob's wife? You might not be showing up in there yet, so you just gotta keep talking in the chat. If you haven't been talking in the chat, it's hard for it to pick you up. Okay? So I'm not sure if you have been. If you haven't been, oh, I see up there. I'm confused. If you just got here, you won't. It's going to be hard for it to pick you up. So if you've been here for a little while and you don't have any points, that would be one thing. But if you did just get here a little while ago, then the Streamlabs needs to pick you up. And hold on, something's going weird with my window here. There, that's better. Okay. Please, may I have some points? Okay. Yeah, it's hard. Beach 8, I know you've been here for a while. I'm gonna make sure you get some points here. I gotta try my best to get everybody here. Yeah, guys, Terry Davies gonna be live in a little while too, in a couple hours. So make sure you let me just, I'm trying to get a couple of you guys more here, just some people that I see have lots of hours here. Mip it. Okay, so just so you know, Mip it, guys. Okay, so if you have multiple windows open, you won't generate points. I can tell you right now, that's how it works. I figured it out. I figured it out a while back. If you have multiple windows open, you do not generate points. So that goes for all the people that have been watching for a while and haven't generated anything. That's what happens. Because like for instance, Mr. Andrat, you've been watching for 1.42 hours. I see you have 17 points, so it's not picking up a lot of your time for some reason. This is not a great song. Let's see. Billy Bob. I'll check you one more time, Billy Bob. We'll see if you're in there. Just keep talking in the stream. Keep interacting. And she'll pick you up. If we don't get you this time, we'll get you next time, okay? Oh, there you are, Billy. Billy Bob, you showed up. There you go. 2,000 points, Billy Bob. Billy Bob's wife, if you will. All right. Let's see if there's any more here. Okay. I don't see any more complaints right now. There we go. Okay, so let's pick something. One more thing here to do. We're gonna have a little bit of fun, and then we'll start closing her down. But we're not done yet, okay? Bear with me one more second, guys. One more second, okay? Hey, John Rapp, I see your comment there. Yeah, make sure you don't have multiple tabs open. You probably already heard me, but if you do, again, it won't. Some people are saying they get it with many tabs open and stuff, but I don't think Janny queued and tabs is not. Maybe I'm thinking different things here, but hey, one more second, guys. I'm coming right back.
Against the tide, I wanna forget you, but you pull me in. I know this ocean is far too wide. I wanna forget you. Let me forget you.
All right, there we go. Mic's back on. Okay, so. What window am I clicking on right now? Image 2, get out of here. Okay, there we go. All right, well. Okay, so, I'm gonna bring up a victim here. We're gonna do this right now. When I find the right window with all my high IQ. Something interesting, if you haven't been watching it, and let me get the music here, 1 second. Kill that a little bit. Okay, that'll work, that's fine. Just do that. Okay, we'll kill that. So, something, if you haven't seen, Russell Brand has actually got a really interesting channel. This is a little off topic of that, but not really, because he was sitting down with Neil deGrasse Tyson recently. So we might take a poke at that, because I think you'll find it really interesting. This was...
As a paradigm, it's functioning almost...
Let me get him up on the screen here. I'll just try to find the spot I'm looking for here. This is just a clip of it. There's 14 minutes of it, and it's quite profound. I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson is... I always lovely hearing the guy.
So that you can see beyond
what did I eat?
5 senses.
Don't worry about it, James.
Biologically endowed with. So when someone comes up to me and says, "I think I have a sixth sense,"
I'll try to get you some, bud.
ESP. I say, fine, but in science we have 12 senses. I can measure things your body doesn't even know is going on in front of you right now, and so that is a power over ignorance.
He's talking about, this is perfect for flat earthers, to be honest with you, because he's talking about right now, and I'm going to get this up on the screen. Bam. What he's talking about is how our vision is limited. Now, the flat earthers always like to say, well, I can't see it with my own eyes. Well, yeah, because your eyes are shit. And we always try to tell them this, and they don't seem to want to believe us. Now, I'm going to move myself over. We're going to get that other image off the screen, wherever the hell it is here. Image. We're going to expand Mr. deGrasse here. Okay, so viewer activity. I hear you. Okay, no, I was just making sure I didn't miss any super chats there. I see, yeah, no, I got them all. Good. How far back is that? Oh, there we go. That's better. Sorry, my preview window is way back. So, I just gotta find the spot here.
And so, in front of you, I can measure things. I have a sixth sense.
Oh, here we go.
With. So when someone comes up to senses, you are biological. Has been all about developing instruments.
I'm gonna be cutting a chunk of this out to use against flat earthers.
So that you can see beyond.
Here we go.
Has been all instruments downward with a microscope. Your senses had no access to those places in the universe until I came up with those instruments. And the run of science over the past 400 years has been all about developing instruments so that you can see beyond the 5 senses you are biologically endowed with.
So the flat earthers are always saying, well, I can't see it. I mean, and I think you've heard, is it, I wonder which one it is. Is it Flat Out Hero, who basically says, well, I mean, you know, our vision, we should trust our senses and all that stuff. And we've tried to explain to these people that your senses are pretty finite. They're pretty limited, right? And this is what he's getting into right now. And I'm talking the shit over this so I don't get claimed.
So when someone comes up to me and says, I think I have a sixth sense, I have ESP, I say, fine, but in science we have 12 senses. I can measure things your body doesn't even know is going on in front of you right now. And so that is a power over ignorance that science has brought to us over all.
So Russell Brand, one of the things about Russell Brand too is he actually really impressed me with his level of intelligence. I didn't think he was a stupid person, but I didn't necessarily think he was an extremely intelligent person. But when you listen to him talking here, and we'll get a snippet of that in a minute here. We're going to do this a little bit at a time here so we don't get claimed. I think we're doing an okay job. It's not about, this is technically fair use, but I mean, the AI doesn't really use that as a discretionary purpose, so.
Well, these centuries. Now, let me now agree with you. Who is to say that humans, who by our own definition are the first intelligent species there ever was on Earth,
oh yeah, your pal,
who's to say we have just the right amount of intelligence to figure out the entire universe? That's kind of egocentric.
Yes.
Think about, and I give this example often, I'll do it for you here on your show. You take the closest genetic relative, so the chimpanzee. It's a trifling difference in DNA between us, 2%, somewhere around there. Well, if you're a human lover, you would say, what a difference that 2%.
This is awesome what he says right here, okay? So he gets into talking about obviously the difference, the 2% between us and chimpanzees. If as long as you're not a flat earther and a non-evolution believer or something like that, which it's kind of attacking religion. I mean, I think most of the people here probably believe in evolution, but at the same time, if you don't, I don't think we're going to get into that today. Vlad wants to debate me about evolution. I said, I'll debate you about evolution, buddy. And he's like, let's put morality in there too. And I'm like, I think I got this in the bag if we're going to add morality, but okay. But yeah, so he's talking about, what he was talking about is our ability to see outwards and to actually understand the universe around us and whether or not we can.
That makes. We have podcasts, we have the Hubble telescope, we have philosophy, we have art, we have music, and the chimp does not. What can the chimp do? They can stack boxes and reach a banana. Our toddlers can do that. So that's a smart chimp. What our toddlers can do. So we're sitting pretty happy about ourselves, right? Now,
this is where it gets profound. Everybody, throw a 1 in the chat if you could listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson massage your eardrums for hours, like I could, because I could. Now put a 2 in, and be honest. You got to put a 2 in there if you don't think that he is all he's cracked up, or if you're one of these people who thinks I don't know what the big deal about Neil deGrasse Tyson is, then put a 2 in there. I want to see it, but if you're like me and you could just sit there and just listen to him vibrate that inner ear for hours, just put a 1 in there, because this guy to me is just everything. I mean, if he wants to come over, I mean, I'll do anything for him. I'm kidding. That's going to be cut, clipped, used everywhere now. I'll say anything. I'm an animal. I won't do everything, but I've got a price. Everybody's got a price. I think we've all got prices, right? What's your price? Somebody put your price. What's your price? I never said what you're doing. Just what's your price? Put it in the live stream chat too. I want to see dollar signs in front of those prices. You know what I'm saying. What's your price? We're not saying what you're doing. Use your own imagination. Just what's your price for that? If it's really low, just be honest. We won't judge. We won't judge you. It could be $2. Some of us love it. We don't know what that is, though. Yeah, I've only seen one so far. I'm waiting to see if there's actually somebody that's like, $50. we got $100,000. Mippet 69, $100,000. That's his or her price. I don't know pronouns. 33 million. You don't even know what I asked you. That's a high price. I don't know if I want to pay you that to cut my lawn. 0.02. See, For No Reason's got the right attitude. He'll do anything. That's an awfully obscure number. Where did you get that one from, Earthrise? What was the question again? Marcus, I was asking you what your price was. Just insert. Maybe that's the point, insert. That's terrible. All right, this has gotten it. This is devolving.
Imagine some other life form 2% beyond us.
Here, hold on. I can
the
fix
same
that.
vector that we are 2% beyond the chimps. What would we look like to them? The smartest of us would accomplish what their toddlers can do. I joke that they take Stephen Hawking, roll him forward at their human study conferences, and say this human, Stephen Hawking, is slightly smarter than the rest because he can do astrophysics calculations in his head, like little Timmy over here who just came home from preschool.
Like little Timmy here, alien Timmy. can do. So like he's basically making fun of whether or not we're even able to figure out the universe around us, and if it's something that's something we're capable of.
And Timmy. So their simplest thoughts would transcend our most complex thoughts.
Yes.
To them, the universe might be just a trivial exercise that you learn all about in an afternoon.
Yes.
Yet we are struggling, requiring the most brilliant among us, scattered over centuries, with information shared and incremented upon, one rung of a ladder at a time, trying to see over the hill.
Tree Fitty! Hey, for no reason. I'm glad you said Tree Fitty! Oh my god. I was doing Tree Fitties to my wife. She doesn't know South Park like I do. I was like, damn it, Loch Ness Monster! I said, get out of here! And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's about Tree Fitty. Need about Tree Fitty. Guys, who knows that episode? Boy, he was angry. I know I was angry. No, the Loch Ness Monster was angry. He was about to kick your ass. Those two. Oh my god, South Park. I haven't been watching episodes in years, and I got catching up to do because they were doing I don't know. I don't want to use the word. I don't even know the word barrier right now. It's left my mind. But where they line up all the episodes, where like all in one, like a bonanza, or fucking just put the word in the damn chat. My brain is seized. But anyways, I caught a couple episodes recently, and it was pretty fantastical. I haven't been seeing them lately, but I was quite impressed with where the humor went. It was awesome. But I want you to hear Russell Brand talk. So I'm gonna let Neil deGrasse finish, but I want you to hear how profound. I was impressed with Russell Brand. Honestly, I was. Let's face it, his content is his humors. I mean, look at him. I didn't say anything there, and that's the way we're gonna leave it.
And we can't yet. Whatever that hill is, we don't even know how tall the hill is. So.
Well, binge watching is what I was doing, Factard. But what is it they call it? Where it's running all day long, where it's nothing but Simpsons all day, or kind of thing, I don't know what the word is. I know the word's there, so.
Oh, if we're smart enough to figure out the universe, but we're still progressing, and I'm happy with that.
Thanks.
Okay, so here, you listen to
in certain limits, and if we are to have conversations, but I feel that rationalism and materialism bump up against certain limits, and if we are to have conversations based on evidence, then in a sense we can track what materialism, commerce, capitalism lead to. They are currently, this is, I don't want to be apocalyptic or anything, although I get the sense you can handle it. It seems that it leads to.
But your hands are coming out like this, and you do look a little bit like Jesus, right? So.
Just breaking it up so we don't infuriate the YouTube copyright claim gods. I don't know. Could already be claimed. Who knows? I'll check. Or we'll check. I'm gonna check that in a different window while we watch a little bit more of him, because he does get into quite the in-depth question here.
So this combination is feeling a little apocalyptic to me, but go on.
I'm flinging the palms out to the extremes of the crucifix, even as I talk. This is what I feel like, that human beings have this relationship with the unknown and potentially unknowable, not least through our intimate relationship with experience.
This is also the question that led to what he was talking about.
And consciousness. Whilst there's definitely trackable progress in the fields of science and the benevolent miracles that have been bestowed upon us by the scientific method are, this is foundational in what we recognise as society and civilization, it seems to me that there's another aspect to human nature that's dealing with subtler forces that are difficult to know.
I was impressed with his ability to talk. I don't know about you guys. I found it not the Russell Brand that I saw on TV. And the two of these two together, there's more of these. I'll let him finish his question here so you can hear him flesh it out. But honestly, there is more of these with Neil deGrasse even. He's got at least one more clip, maybe two more. And they are profound to listen to. It's Neil deGrasse is always Neil deGrasse, and I love it. But Russell Brand was very much himself, which apparently is a smart individual, and it was a really dynamic conversation between the two of them. And I love a good conversation with two intelligent people. I love to just be a fly on the wall and listen to them talk, because there's nothing quite like being surrounded by people that are intelligent. And smarter than you, in fact. I mean, because it's fantastic. You listen, start learning, like I love to ask questions because, as you can tell, I like to talk. So my thing is like, why don't I ask him all the questions that I have right now? Because I mean, this is the person that needs to answer them, because he has the answers, or at least he is closer to the answer than anybody else I can talk to. So, and let's face it, firsthand knowledge, there's nothing like firsthand knowledge when we're talking about just experience and just getting to know something. I remember as a kid sitting beside somebody on an airplane and just talking to him, which I'm sure at that point he was like, this is fucking great. But I was an older kid. But I remember figuring out that, well, he worked in a lab, and he found out that he worked on lasers and stuff. Like, he told me I had to grow crystals for lasers, which is pretty cool. They obviously like lab conditioned grow, but I mean, that was my first, he told me, well, you actually have to grow a laser. It's like a little grain of salt, basically sized crystal, and like the pointer lasers we all use. And I was like, ooh, I'd tell all my friends, they grow a laser, right? And be like, how the fuck do you know that? Like,
And again, as a man that's dedicated to science, I'm not anticipating that this is the conversation where you go, oh yeah, why don't we just believe in fairies and ghosts and that kind of stuff? But the same way that invisible constructs and concepts such as the idea.
I see your comment, Anaceto. Yeah, no, I have my own private server, essentially, old computer parts, with my own hard drive with movies and all that stuff and everything. So remember to back that up. I had a hard drive die years ago and I lost everything, so you had to start from scratch again. Yeah.
Idea of the United Kingdom, or the idea of America, or the idea of class, or to a degree gender and race can be used to control and separate. I feel that people...
for no reason, did you ever see the episode of Stargate Atlantis where Neil deGrasse and Bill Nye make a guest appearance together? I actually probably did. I've seen every single episode of Stargate Atlantis, and Stargate Universe, and all of them. And I've seen their made-for-TV movies, and I may have seen the original movies. The only ones I haven't seen is the one they made more the shows, I guess the free to TV or free to internet, made for internet. I don't know. They made some stuff recently, I think, that was online, and I didn't see any of those. But everything else I've seen, so I likely did. But I mean, when you've got hundreds and hundreds of episodes in your mind with that, it's really hard to, like, I remember the storyline, like the plot trajectory, but I don't remember little details like that. But something in there's ringing a bell.
Need narratives and stories to help them access the kind of perspective that Edgar Mitchell is talking about, a passionate sense that there's...
Well, see, the trick with that, Encito, is I don't have a car that has a video player in it, because I'll go back to that whole well, I'm cheap too, so I didn't buy one that had a video player in it, because, well, it would have added money to the cost and I just couldn't afford it. So yeah, that's easy. I don't have that kind of technology in my vehicle, but I would. It'd be great. Although, who's watching that stuff in the long car ride? Are you watching it while you drive? That's interesting. I'm just bugging you, buddy. I'm sure you're not. Or are you?
Something that unifies.
Don't out yourself.
And I would
Cops could be
never
watching. You never know.
Person or a non-religious person say, "Hey, I think that you should regard the sublime."
I don't think those vehicles play footage anyways. I don't think they play the video screen when you're driving anyways. If they're in front of the driver, pretty sure they just shut off by default.
This way, but it seems important to me, and I've had a comparable conversation with Brian Cox, who I know you're friendly with, because you're both.
Somebody tell me, is Brian Cox not possibly? I can't remember who Brian Cox is. I feel like that was one of the people that was possibly going to be in like Fight the Flat Earth thing with the sun, but maybe I'm letting shit out of the bag. I don't even know if I'm right. Maybe it wasn't Brian Cox. Now I remember who Brian Cox was. I like Brian Cox.
He seems to be very passionate.
The Flat Earthers hate him.
Men who love the cosmos, love the universe. So much
just listen, I was just bugging Anacito.
A place of love and kindness and togetherness.
Thanks for noticing that. Yeah, that's definitely there. Yeah.
And I think that we've got more in common. Those of us that believe that love and compassion should define our experience here on Earth and in the outer reaches of space have more in common than those of us that are trying to pursue materialistic, individualistic, selfish goals. Although I'm capable of being both of those people. I feel that upon what.
Okay, here's the question, I guess. And then I'll probably leave their stream be, because who knows? Probably already claimed. I wasn't yet.
Terrain mentally, do we afford the possibility of negotiation with the unknown when there are still such great mysteries, like the formation of consciousness? Every time I see an article saying, new evidence about the configuration of consciousness and neurological pathways, it always leads to we don't bloody know.
It's the evidence that we know nothing about it. That people keep publishing books on consciousness, attempting to explain it. The more, if you just look at the progress of knowledge, when people are actively publishing on a topic, generally it means that it's not settled. That's why people keep publishing.
The results aren't in
they're not.
Interesting, which obviously that makes sense, but it's still interesting to hear him say it, because I'll say that about anything Neil deGrasse Tyson says to me.
Not in yet, that's correct. When the results are in and everyone can agree, then people stop publishing on it. So the fact that you can go to a bookstore.
This is awesome. Listen to this.
Or a library and see shelf upon shelf of people's books saying that they explain consciousness, and those books continue to appear even to this day. It's just evidence of that. Whereas if you go to this shelf of the books on gravity, there's like 4 books.
Because we figured gravity out. No way.
That's kind of it. We got to the moon, we got to Mars, we got the gravity thing. All right, we got that worked out. But let me get back to your point.
That stuff is flat. Fucking Jesus. Next thing you know, I'll be on a t-shirt. I'll be on Red Pill's t-shirt. Except that'll be a sexy shirt, I think. I personally, I look in the mirror and I put the lotion on my skin. I don't know what that's a reference to. 76 people. Okay, well, 2.5 hours. Let's read a few comments and make sure people are happy, and then we'll probably... James Collins, you have 2 points. Let's fix that for you, James. Everybody, you get a whale, and you get a whale. Everybody gets some points. Call me Oprah. We got to get everybody fired up on the Brainy Beaver channel here. We got to start this point session. Hey, by the way, all you people gambling your points away, stop it. Stop. You got to play with your points like big boys and girls. Just because it's fake money doesn't mean you just get to spend it all willy-nilly. Those are your points. They could be worth something one day, You never know, and I don't know if I'll erase people's points. I might, too. So I can just press one button here and do it. So I might. But we'll see. Because if you got people with a lot of points, like, I don't even know. It's like a t-shirt's 500,000 points? I don't even know. Some of you are animals. I got... Who we got in here? Somebody in here had a lot of points. Let's see who it was. Somebody in here had a lot of points. Where is it? Let's see. Let's see where it is. 6,000, 11,000. Korsky Husky, you're still on fire, but I don't even think he's in here because it doesn't show him generating any more time. Although maybe that's the whole refresh problem. Anyways, I guess we should probably start winding it down. I'm pretty much running out of things to talk about. We're going to read this live chat here. If you want to get any chats into me, put my name in there, get the chats off, ask me some questions. We'll dick around for a couple more minutes here, talk about some stuff, and then we'll call it. We'll call it a night, and you guys can all go on. I don't even know. I guess I just kept on going for long enough that who knows if the Geek Squad's even on anymore. I will check that for you, because if they are on, I would like to send you over there if they're still doing their live stream. That would be nice to see if I could get you to go over there. But they're not. So that's my fault. I guess I went long on them. But they're a fantastic channel. You guys should check them out. And one of these days I'm hoping to do, if they, because I guess the tree, that whole hashtag trees thing is coming, so that, like, it's coming up in December. They want to raise the 20 million. I guess they're at 15. So I might do a little fundraiser for that, which will probably generate all of like 5 or 10 trees. But hey, every tree counts, everybody. So we'll do something where we will sing some songs about trees. Maybe I'll line up a conspiracy video about trees. Some asshat that thinks that, holy shit, Skorsky Husky, you're an animal. This guy keeps winning. Some people just keep losing. That guy's on fire. One second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. We'll read some comments here and we'll finish up. Okay, so what we got here? Let me roll up on these. Hat Brainy Beaver. Gamble the Brainy Beaver away. It's flat as a pancake. Bella, you're so right. You have 6 points. You have... What? How does Surf only have 1 point? How does that even happen? Because it's the first night of us doing points. That's why. Well, we're going to fix that right now, Surf. I recognize the shit out of you, buddy. So what we got here? Remember to put my name in there if you want to. Some people on Unirock's channel have over 1 million points at Brainy. Say, yeah, I mean, they just use them for fun over there. I don't think you can buy anything off Unirock. I think it's just for gambling and doing heists and trying to say who has the most points, which is in itself is its own game. So don't get me wrong. If we did turn them into something tangible that you could get something with, we'd have to probably eliminate people's points, and the gambling system would be much harsher at that point. It would never go beyond 50-50. That's probably what I just switch it to. It's like it's a real gamble. It's like, let's see, we got. All right, well, if nobody has any more questions for me, we'll start powering out. Let's see. Oh, Bella, maybe I missed that. At Brainy, that would be a mud floods with their petrified trees that are now mountains. Oh, did you not hear? Okay, you know what? We will do that. We're gonna do one more video then. You just nailed it. So that comment brought up something that Cece said the other day. So let's go take a look at Cece. See if I can't find him on my big old list of flatards here. Oh, I said a word that I blocked on my own channel. That's not cool. Let's see, where is it here? Ah, there we go. Wood.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County. It's November 6th, 2019. And a couple of things I want to share with you this morning. You know, I was doing some digging on our ancestors, or whatever they may be, I don't know, distant civilizations, I'm not sure. But we take a look at the stone that they were working with at the time, and the precision cuts that they made, and the enormous...
Oh, no, I've been thinking of calling CC again, Jinzu. Don't worry, buddy. That's something that we're probably going to do one of these nights. I have a... Hangouts, you can make phone calls and it gives you a US number. Plus I think all I had to do was turn on I have a hotspot here that I can activate, which moves me in the world to America. So I was able to make phone call to Vlad that way. So I plan to call CC. We're gonna do that. Don't worry, not tonight though.
Enormous weight of some of these structures.
Cold
that they
coffee.
had back then. Hundreds and hundreds of tons.
Oh, wait till you hear what he says, guys.
How did they move all of this stuff? Well, I want to throw something out there, and I'm surprised nobody else has brought it up. And this might have something to do with the pyramids, too. I'm not really quite sure about the pyramids, but I'm really talking mainly of the...
He's sure about everything else, though, just not the pyramids, guys.
Structures that they built that are just gigantic pieces of our evolution that are just incredible, that somewhere we lost the schematics, just like we did to go to the moon, of architectural engineering. For some reason, we don't know how to do that anymore. Makes a lot of sense, guys, doesn't it?
I mean, the thing that's stupid about that comment is we've never said we don't know how to do it. We've said that we do it differently. So, I mean, the thing is, like, I always say the same thing to them. I say, you know, if you want to go back to the moon in a pop can, I'll let you. By all means, CC, I'll stuff you into myself. That was slurred to beyond control. Wow. We're going to try that again. I'll shove you in there myself, CC. I will shove you in the pop can myself. CC, if you want to go back to the moon in an Apollo lander, I think we should make that happen. There's got to be a fund that we can put together. Everybody donate all of your points from the stream. Maybe that'll do something. We can try to get CC into an Apollo lander and fire him to the moon. I think this would be worthwhile. I don't think that he's contributing to society. I'm pretty sure the reason he's in his car is because his wife told him to get out of the house with that garbage every time. And then he goes to his car and he goes, I'll fucking show you. I'm gonna stream about flat Earth. So that's what's funny about it. That's where the real fun is. But yeah, let's let him finish because he's going somewhere grand with this, guys.
It's amazing what kind of species we are. That we just accept all the lies and all the bullshit and everything and just get on with our lives because nobody cares, you know? Nobody cares of how many fucking lies that you deal with. They shovel. Every time they come up with some stupid fucking excuse. You know, oh yeah, it was light bouncing off of Uranus and that's what caused the light up in the sky. I mean, it's just one fucking thing after another. They can say anything. All right,
I'll give him that the American government was fairly secretive about certain things, but that's when I was a kid, I didn't understand that was actually the Men in Black thing, where he's like, light gas refracted off, or was it light from Venus refracted off swamp gas, causing a whatever? Like that excuse he's giving him in Men in Black was one of the Roswell excuses, I believe.
Getting off the topic here, all right? Sorry about this.
Oh, mother of dragons, you just got killed. Lost 1,128 points. Sorry, bro. Or,
it's not stone that they were working with.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. That's why they call it gambling, not winning.
I mean, take a look at Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Look at that. You're telling me that's not a tree trunk? A petrified...
That's... And Anaceto's got the right idea, buddy. Anacito oh my god, Maldonado, I'm not making fun of you. Anacito Maldonado Jr. at Brainy Beaver. It has to land? I agree. I don't know if it has to land at all. It probably can just run out. You know, the original time they landed, when they said, you know, we're holding our breath down here, that was because they only had like 2% fuel left, and they were about to run out and crash like on the landing section anyways, and they were about to crash into the moon. So we just probably could save some money. We don't have to send CC with any of that fuel. He won't get there anyways. It doesn't matter.
Tree trunk. It doesn't take very long to petrify something. I mean, hell, they found...
I don't think that's true.
Hats from World War II that were petrified. So, I mean...
Oh, okay. In the right circumstances, some things can petrify. But to make the statement that all, like... He basically makes the probe here that the pyramids were made out of wood that petrified. So, like, the question is, like, that's a lot of weight. And besides, does he even know how petrification works?
petrification, if that's a word, I don't
Maybe it is.
know if it is. Does not take very long. So what happens if it was
Kindred spirits, you and me, CC. Kindred spirits, buddy.
actually giant trees that they had that were just lying there? And that's what they used, because where did they bring all of these stones in from? It was probably already there. The giant trees are the answer to, I bet, a large portion of the things that were built back then that just petrified. You know? I mean, look at the precision cuts. You can't even get a hair through some of these stones. And you know what stones I'm talking about. I mean, they're like all over in Europe and stuff like that, but I don't know the thing.
Why is this not the video I'm working on right now? Fucking pyramids are made out of wood. God damn it.
It's off the top of my head right now. Maybe I'll give you a link, and I'll drop a link and put it on the bottom when I find.
Where does he think the weight in petrified wood comes from? Like it can just form up in the sky, getting rained on and shit? Well, it doesn't rain much in Egypt, but that's still not the point.
Some time today, but I mean that might be what it is. It might be stones. I mean, wood might be the answer. And it's been something that I've been thinking about, because if once you
Those are concretions of minerals, not petrification, or concretions? Is that concentrations? Concretions. Well, so I think you're trying to say that that's not petrification when something does that, like whatever we're talking about, where under certain circumstances it petrifies. I think, is that what you're trying to say there, Haley Ponsang? I'm sorry for butchering your names.
you create something,
I'm just a little white Canadian boy. I don't know how to pronounce things.
Petrifies to a hard stone. It's going to be exactly the way you sculpted it in wood. And I mean, wood is very easy to work with. You know, all you need are sticks and stones, and you can get that thing level and put it together and make a nice monument with it. And it would explain the weight. And it would explain that, where did they bring this shit in from? It would explain that there are no trails, there's no roads, there's nothing. There's not even anybody dragging shit. It's just the structure that's being built, that has been built.
Talking about trying to detect a road from, and there is pathways, and we're talking about a long time, CC. I mean, I can show you a road that somebody hasn't been driving on for 20 years that's already grown over, and the trees are starting to grow on it. So what's your point?
So I believe it's the giant trees are the answer to most of these things that are built. I could be wrong. Who knows? It's just ideas that I'm throwing out there so people can take it and run.
Okay, well, apparently if Haley isn't pulling my chain, he's saying that Haley he or she, sorry, Ponsang, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, Haley P said, yep, concretions, meaning layer upon layer of minerals. That is interesting. Thank you very much for that. Factor, that Brainy Beaver, say my name, you acting kind of shady. That's in my old episodes. I gotta get back to that kind of content. Which, by the way, I've been streaming a lot lately, but I'm working on videos, so they're coming, don't worry. We got Robert Adset says, Brainy Beaver, like lime in water pipes, it requires water. Well, exactly, and that's the thing, like petrification and stuff, unless you're talking about concretions, but I think they both require water, because usually the layer upon layer of minerals is because it's been like, well, where did the minerals come from? How did they get there? They had to be poured over, likely, in like a liquid-esque form maybe, or... I mean, how else would they fill a spot like that? Otherwise, they've moved from point A to point B to become minerals like that, so... Just asking questions, Jacqueline? I don't know what I'm reading here. Beach 8. It could be the remains of an ancient volcano. Ooh, maybe. Like, you're talking about a pyramid? That makes sense. He could be wrong. He just could. Says Thomas Welsh. I don't know, Thomas. You think so? All right, let's finish up CC here.
With it. You know what I'm talking about? All right, I'll put something else out later.
Janny, did you use all your points?
Thank you for viewing my videos.
I feel like you had more points than that.
Oh, wait, one other thing, too. Hold on.
You guys gotta gamble like big boys and girls, okay? I don't want to see everybody using all your points. Maybe you didn't have any, though. So, Janny, I'm sorry. Here you go, buddy.
Okay. All right, this is something else I thought about that I forgot to... I'm doing a little sidebar. Sorry, guys. A little sidebar here. the ancient scripts that we have, that we can't decipher and we can't make out at all because we have no...
Oh, your pal AI, I didn't see you at a premiere, buddy. I'm sorry. Apparently your pal Al AI, stupid. I'm stupid. Don't worry about me. But apparently your pal Al had a video just now. So when you guys are done here in a few minutes, because we're gonna finish up CC here, and we'll say our goodbyes. But when you're done in a few minutes, maybe check out your pal Al, see what he has going on his channel. Okay? He's in the live chat right now. Janie, I've only got 10 points. I handled that, buddy. John Rapp, Brainy Beaver, Concretion, a hard, solid mass formed by the local accumulation of matter, especially within a mass of sediment. And Aceto knows his shit. Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I was bugging it. Oh no, it wasn't Aceto. I think it was or maybe it was Aceto. I'm pretty sure it was Haley there. Pretty sure it was Haley that gave us that tidbit, or maybe it was Aceto first. But whoever gave us that first, or second, or both of you, I think it was a fantastic piece of information. And I now know a new word that I can bug all of my friends with. I have friends. I have friends on here. Now I have friends, but I never see my friends. They're all spread across the country. So other than that, and I don't have a regular job. So where do I get out? I have dad friends. We can let our kids run around. So, how's work? Anyways. God, I'm boring.
Encryptors or encoders to figure it out. Well, what happens if we did? What happens if those encryptions were the Bible, basically? You know, what happens if those encryptions were how to control billions of people, okay? What happens if that's what it was? That's
so
what the
crazy
telling us. Because look how scripted everything is with our civilization. You know, the minute they figured out that the Earth was flat, bam, signed all the treaties. Antarctica is now cut off. Bye-bye, guys.
You could fucking go to Antarctica. You just can't go there and say, I want to go play with penguins. Like, it just doesn't work like that. You got to have a reason. There's got to be... But, I mean, you can go to Antarctica. I'm not doing it right now. But you know what? Maybe I'll look it up. Because if I'm gonna make fun of CC, maybe we'll come back to him. We'll circle back to him with some more information.
Cut off, you're not allowed there. You might as well put a big fucking red zone around it because we're not allowed there, okay? And many other places we're not allowed.
I can't go on a nuclear power plant. It doesn't mean it doesn't fucking exist.
Some of the ancient structures we're not allowed to look at. You know,
you're not allowed to go in them because asshats were chipping pieces off the... Okay, listen. When I was a kid, I went to... And if there's any Brits in the live chat, speak up. Say your piece, because I'm curious, because I know that this is true. But when I was a kid, I went to Stonehenge, and there was a velvet rope around the entire outside of it. The closest we could get, we could not walk in Stonehenge. We could walk around Stonehenge, and we could look in and go, ooh, Stonehenge. And the reason was that people used to be able to walk in there and even pretty much basically touch the stones. They asked you politely not to touch the stones, but people would chip pieces of stone off. So next thing you know, you've got ancient relics with people like going running off with a chunk of stone and selling it on eBay, or where eBay didn't exist yet, but you get the idea. Next thing you know, people I got a piece of Stonehenge and everything, and so it was literally getting destroyed. People were putting their greasy palm prints on it and rubbing at the stone, and their acids and oils from their hands were eating away at this ancient thing, and so they put a velvet rope around it. Sorry, you got to be 5 feet away, you know. And then apparently, so like by the time we got there, I mean, you were like 30 feet away from the damn thing. You were like, that's a cool Stonehenge. And it was because they just kept putting it farther and farther. Like eventually they had you could walk through it, but they had velvet ropes guiding people, keeping them, you know, in the path, but people would like sneak under the thing and still go grab a little stone off the ground or chip at something real quick and run away or scribble their name on it and stuff like that, and they'd have to move it further and further and further out to the point where now you're just like, that's a cool Stonehenge way over there, because they have to make it so it's really obvious if somebody sneaks along like over the rope. And maybe it's changed now. There could be a whole pavilion. Maybe they built a building around it. Maybe you could like look. I don't fucking know. I mean, who knows? But when I was there, that was the case. So this asshole coming along and saying, we used to be able to, like, we can't see these ancient things. Yeah, because people like you were like, I'm going to chip a chunk off and take it home and test it.
You know, these giant trees that they have out in California, they're now in state parks. We're not even allowed to touch some of these things. Okay, no, that's how it is. So look how scripted everything is. The police...
I'm not sure what Ayers Rock is, Lillur. I have to look it up, but apparently it's been closed to the public too, is what he's saying.
The government, everything. And look how confusing they've made it. Maybe they're going after... Maybe they figured out the scriptures. Maybe that's how... they figured all of this shit out and how they've controlled everybody and how God knows what 5G is doing to us, okay? Because it's out there.
I'm working on 5G right now. It's garbage. That's garbage. Listen to what he says, and I'll tell you one little tidbit.
Now, look at your telephone antennas up there. Now I never used to see people working on these things. Now I'm constantly seeing people up there fiddling around, putting another dish up or whatever the fuck these things are. Stupid. I have no idea. You know, I mean...
Yeah, they're fucking building the tower, CC. You gotta put work in to make that shit function, you know? Sorry, bud.
I have no...
I never used to see people work on this because they built it, and then they don't have to do shit to it for years. Exactly.
Clue what these things are. I mean, they look like they're...
That is 100... Let's... Oh, I want to hear CC. Can we hear CC say that again? Let's hear CC say that again, everybody.
Oh, I mean, I have no clue what these things are.
Oh, hold on. One more time, sorry?
No clue what these things are.
What was that, CC?
No idea. You know, I mean, I have no clue what these things
Sorry,
are.
CC, one more time.
I have no clue what
CC,
I have no clue what these things
Apparently, CC has no clue what these fucking things are. So why does he have any sort of opinion? That's my point.
I mean, they look like they're from Star Wars. It's incredible.
Oh, they look like they're from a movie. How frightening. See how these people are terrified of everything they don't understand? It looked like a starfish. Why? It's just... Oh my god. It's like watching children try to figure out the scary thing under their bed. I heard they built a duplicate Stonehenge. Not entirely sure that's correct. Well, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, it'd be nice to build. I mean, see what America did with their Apollo. Their damn Apollo was when I was a kid and I went to Apollo. And I've been there with my wife since now. But when I was a child and I went to Apollo, the one they have laying on its side in Florida, that was out on the ground. They literally just had girders, like I-beam girders, holding up the entire rocket. But the rocket started rusting, and they figured out that they were going to lose a piece of history to the weather, and so. This thing is so goddamn big, if you ever go look at it, that they thought, well, we won't move the rocket, we'll just build a building around the rocket. So now when you go to Florida and you actually go, this is a cool little fact for you all. If you go to Kennedy Space Center and you go see the Apollo exhibit now, it's indoors. The whole thing's indoors. Well, I'm only 33. When I was a kid, I remember the Saturn V, sorry, thank you. The Saturn V, I remember it being in the middle of a field. They took you on a bus, they dropped you off, you walked over, there was a little plaque, a little brass plaque sitting there, and you were literally standing like you could hear the crickets. If it was a shitty day, it was a shitty day. If it was a nice day, it was a nice day. It's whatever. You were just outside. There was like a walk path, like it was concrete underneath it, or maybe they asphalted. I can't quite remember that detail, but you were walking around a rocket just outside. But now you go there, and it's a complete exhibit. There's an entire indoor thing. There's they've got moon exhibits and Apollo stuff and all kinds of stuff. It's really, really quite nice. They got a really, really touching memorial to the crew of, I want to say Apollo 1. I'm not as down with all my Apollos and what their missions were, but I believe it's the crew of Apollo 1 who burnt to death on the pad in that nice, sweet, pure oxygen environment that really helped that fire just rumble, you know? But, hey, it is what it is. I mean, America's able to pump a lot less pressure into their suits and their spacecraft by running a pure oxygen environment. I think that's the craziest thing, that if you reduce the pressure, you can actually run pure oxygen because you're still not getting as much oxygen because the pressure's so reduced. You're basically in like a low pressure environment, so then you just take on pure oxygen, and your body's only able to get so much out of that low pressure. So bada bing, bada boom. And then meanwhile, I think that the American spacesuits can go all the way down to 4 psi, which is pretty friggin' low. I mean, if you think about that, so whenever they say, oh, it's 14.696 on the outside of the spacesuit, it's actually not, because they're running pure oxygen. So they're way lower. Recovering Albanian has no points. Okay, I gotta fix that. We're shutting down right away here, but I'll fix that before we go, okay? because you're I think you're even a mod, aren't you? You know what? Recovering Alabamian or Alabamian. I hate your name, just so you know. I mean, I love it, but you know what I mean. Okay, so recovering Alabamian, you just gotta keep talking. I think you must have just got here. You gotta keep talking. If it doesn't work out for you this stream, we'll get you some more next time. Maybe you've been here. I don't know. Maybe there's an error in the system, but you're not showing up in the Streamlabs yet.
What happens if all the scriptures were telling them how to do all of this? If they finally cracked the code?
So about the 5G.
The Bible, basically. It's now cut off. Bye-bye, guys. Giant trees that they have out in California. Figured out the scriptures.
Okay, either way, the 5G. So he's freaking out about 5G, all this dumb shit. I'm going to tell you a little secret. Radio stations, like 5G, 4G puts out, even the 5G, they're going to have a tower every 15 houses or 5, whatever. The bottom line is, do you all remember picking up Simpsons with bunny ears when you were a kid on the top of your TV? Right there. Right there. Do you guys remember that? How many? Put a 1. I'm just going to hold on to you for a couple more minutes and we'll finish this up, guys. Just bear with me. Put a 1 in the chat right now if you remember. How did you get your signal? I mean, everybody's set a pair of bunny ears at some point in their life. Now, I get there might be the odd millennial watching that doesn't know a clue of what I'm talking about. And I'm sorry about your life because you're a millennial. That's all. I don't know anything about you, but I'm just sorry you're a millennial. I'm not a millennial, just barely. So I get to say that about you and laugh because it's fun to pick on you guys. But if you people out there have ever set bunny ears, yes, I do. Had aluminum foil. Oh yeah, I did aluminum foil. I remember. Had to get that CBC to come in Canada, Channel 9. So anybody out there who remembers doing that, and I see the ones pouring in now, so that's good. I got a lot of you guys. Okay, so if you remember doing that, I want to tell you right now, those radio waves that were coming in were way stronger than anything that you're gonna get off that 5G. The wavelength size is so low on that 5G that, like literally, there is something like 10 times the power. I can't remember. I'd have to look up the numbers. I don't want to get too excitable about how many times power it is. But put it this way: there is a ton more power being transmitted out of a TV signal that we've all been getting basted with for our whole lives. And here's the thing: TV signals have been being emitted by stations. Now it's getting a little different nowadays with digital signals, satellites, and everything. It's a little different, but we have all been being based. There's been 50 years of television signals basting us, and there has never been a marketed increase in cancer rates or that near any of these stations, any of that stuff. And meanwhile, 5G puts out way less radiation, well, radiation's a weird term because it's not really radiation so much as just a wavelength, but the 5G puts out way less than these stations do, and nobody says bats an eye. Nobody says a thing. What they do is they grab a hold of like one report where they find, there's an extra like 200%. This one area of the city had like 200% more cases of cancer. For instance, like there was way more cancer in this part of the city, and they go, oh my God, there's a radio tower right there. There's a 4G tower right there. There's the evidence. Look at that. All the people in that area are getting cancer. But unfortunately, with the way statistics work when you're pulling statistics for like an entire city, is you end up with a situation where you're going to end up with statistical anomalies where you do have hotspots. They're just going to occur, and then eventually they're going to, like anything, chance will have it that eventually they will line up with one of these towers. And when they do, that's when these people jump all over it. They go, there's the evidence, it's all you need, look at all this. But meanwhile, when they cross-section it with all the other towers, they don't see any marketed increase around all the other towers, just this one tower. And then if you then go further and you take the actual types of cancer they're getting, and you actually start comparing the types of cancer, there's no correlation. You end up with brain cancers and stomach cancers and livers and kidneys, and so what ends up it being is just, it's a statistical anomaly. There's a lot of people that live there that got cancer, and there maybe there's another reason, but it's not those towers, because there's a tower down the street that didn't do that to a bunch of people that are living in the same conditions, so why not? So, I mean, this is, again, where deductive reasoning, I mean, it's like the flat earthers. They can push away all the other evidence to the side. They don't need to think about it because they've got the piece they need. It's right here. This is all I need. Just we'll shut down all other things and we'll pretend they don't exist. So it's kind of crazy. Andrew Stoll, Brady Beaver, you're never the remote. You were never the remote control. What are we talking about? I might have still lost it. Brady Beaver, I sat next to my grandma. I'm sorry, by the way, Andrew. Sorry, I'm sorry I didn't understand your thing there. At Brady Beaver, I sat next to. That's probably something I said. You were never the remote control. I don't remember that. I sat next to my grandma as a 6-year-old and watched Apollo 11 live. The same grandma that bought me new red, white, and blue plaid pants to visit Kennedy Space Center in 1974. Mixed memories. Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting memory, John Rapp. Thank you. Your pal Al at Brady Beaver, those evil pitchforks. Okay, let's make sure I got all the comments here and we'll start shutting her down, guys. Here. We got Cece's beautiful, beautiful face off the screen here, so we can end your stream in peace, everybody. You don't need to end your stream looking at that thing. What am I doing to you, you know? We're gonna skip this song, though, because I don't like it. Okay. So, we'll read some last comments, and we'll get out of here. You guys can get on with doing other things. Somebody else is gonna stream at some point. Oh! Don't forget that tomorrow morning, I'm going to be doing SpaceX Starlink. He means he didn't walk. Oh, yeah, exactly. There's no channel changer. Exactly. You're like, now it's a first world problem. You're like, I don't know what happened to my remote. I'll just sit here. I can't be bothered to get up. If you lose a remote for a modern TV, that TV is almost garbage. You get a universal remote, you'll never get half the functions back on that TV. It's almost imperative you not lose a remote on a modern, good TV. At Surf. Yeah, that's the comment. He means you, blah, 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 blah. At Brady Beaver, as a kid, you were by the TV to turn the channels and volume. Yeah, no, I got what you're saying there, buddy. I got it. Surf got you covered, boy. No, you're right. You're right. You had to walk up to it. And the TVs themselves are emitting a lot of it, and it's everything. It's the 5G thing is garbage, guys. The birds, that thing about the birds being knocked out of the sky, it happened a year ago, or it was like months before the test they're talking about. They weren't even correlated. It's the same garbage. They pick something, they go with it, right? Anybody else got any more comments? Get them in, otherwise we're gonna shut her down in a hurry here, guys. Can't believe you all came out this long. Oh my god. Hey, if you don't have any points, maybe it'll... Oh, geez, that's terrifying, isn't it? Oh, my goodness, what did you do? Yeah, that's sexy, eh? That's just all me. Oh, here, let's see if the color box will work. Color box. Get your comments in. Last comments. We're going to shut down. Alright, it looks like the stream chat is slowing down. I have an Apple TV. If I lose my remote, I can use my phone. Yeah, that's a different issue. Take your Samsung TV, lose the remote, see what happens. See how easy it is for you to do all of the background settings in your TV. Or take your nice high definition 1080p LG, lose the remote for that one, see what happens. See how easy it is to find a remote that replaces that thing. That's what I'm talking about. I like the color box. Kind of nice. All right, everybody. I don't see any more comments coming into me. I can't believe there's even 78 of you in here anymore. What are you doing here? I say the same thing every time. Go away. Why are you watching me? Give me rave points. Give you rave points. I might change the title of points to sticks. So we can gamble with sticks. We'll all gamble with, like, it's been a slice. Thanks, Keith Newton. Thanks, it's been a slice to you too. N-A-N-A. Fuck you. F YouTube. I have mixed emotions about that comment. I'll let it roll. Thank you very much, N-A-N-A. That's really appreciated. It's going to come up on your screen in 2 seconds. I'm in the future, guys. I can see the live chat, and you're going to get the screen in just a second. Surf at Brady Beaver, another comment. There you go, buddy. Thanks. Night Brady Beaver, for no reason. For no reason. Nice. Take care all and always. Keep smiling. Thank you very much. Brain, you just got home and you are still on. Yeah, that's Globy. Yeah, that's crazy. I know. I'm not supposed to be on. I was going to end it an hour ago. But on that note, I will probably get out of here. NA, thank you very much for that last super chat. I really appreciate it, buddy. I think, who is it out there who's the big winner for the points? I think, what's his name there, has like 12,000 points now or something like that. He's an animal. You guys got to get it on some heists. They got 75% chance of winning. So if you've been losing, bad luck. It's just bad luck. I checked out the numbers myself. So, Brady Beaver, have you not heard what YouTube done to emoji posts? I did hear about that. And did you also hear that everybody tweeted at YouTube and they were like, oh, sorry to hear about it. Suspensions are all reviewed carefully. And only when Markiplier himself finally, like, what the WTF YouTube? They finally jumped in there and said, you know what? Yeah, sorry, we made a mistake. We reinstated all those accounts. So in other words, they never even looked at them. Let's face it. They didn't. You meant about the spam thing. Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I heard about the spam thing. Oh, sorry, I'm reading two different comments, two different people. My bad. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The Markiplier spam thing. For sure. John Rapp's working. He's too busy to exit, that's all. Well, John Rapp, I appreciate you listening to me while you work, buddy. It's not a holiday tomorrow in the future. John Rapp, by the way, is in Australia, guys. So he's straight up in the future. He's almost 24 hours in the front of me. So, wait, that's not true, is it? What time is it there, John? Let us know what time it is before we take off here, John. But thank you for coming, John. I appreciate you listening to me. I really appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. I can't believe it. Let's get an answer out of John here before we leave. Halloween candy. Oh, I'm waiting with open ears here, John. I know, he's supposed to be working and I got him typing in his phone here. Yeah, it's the future. It's 2:42 there. It's his afternoon. He's gonna be going home from work soon. You don't do Memorial Day on the 11th? It's Remembrance Day here. We got the holiday. So. Alright, well, on that note, I gotta shut her down, guys. I really appreciate you coming and sticking around and having fun. We did the whole Leakin' Warrior thing at the beginning. Fight the Flat Earth's gonna want a little piece of that for his video coming up, so I'm gonna cut up a little bit of that medicine breakdown for him. And so maybe keep an eye out for that. Tomorrow morning, I started saying this, but I never finished it. I'm gonna be doing the SpaceX launch. It's gonna be, I think it's like 8 o'clock my time. So that's gonna be like, that's 8 Central, so it'd be like 9 o'clock Eastern. So that'll be fun. So try to tune in for that. We're gonna connect voice. We're gonna chat between me and Casual Spaceman are gonna chat and talk and maybe have some fun that way. And then once the countdown starts, like the final countdown, we're gonna maybe break into our own streams and then do the launch thing for SpaceX, right? So hopefully there's a good launch tomorrow. I'd like to get that in and have a lot of fun. So if anybody's around in the morning and you got the day off in North America, it's Remembrance Day. I don't know if the States gets the day off. I know a lot of Canadian provinces do. Anyways, so thank you all for coming as usual. Have yourselves a good night and stay greasy or whatever.